About to go.
Yeah. She's what is she? 70 something? I can't remember. But she's top 100 too.
Nice. Big fan. There's a couple of I saw there's 3 Testaments in the top 100 seed, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, Kazam, Cobalt, and who else?
Probably Yoho Spill or Symphakai, I assume.
Yeah, Symphakai probably, because Yoho didn't Yoho swap?
Yoho talked about swapping. I don't know if they actually swapped though.
Oh, okay. Everyone talks about swapping, man.
Especially Testament players. I mean, let's be real.
I was a former Testament player. I swapped off Testament for Bridget.
I'm mid swap right now. In the process of picking up the Slayer. He's just my guy.
Yeah.
It's hard to say no. Match is out of date.
Hard to say no to the back shots.
And it is nice to, after playing this game for 2 years, like actually dealing damage for the first time in my Strive career. Kind of feels nice.
Bro, I did my time on a low tier.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I tell everyone when they roll their eyes when I say I'm playing Slayer, and I'm like, listen, I played Release Testament up until 2 months ago. All right.
Bro, when we lost Ramola, that's when I was like, I gotta get to a new character.
Yep.
When we lost Ramola, I'm like, bro, I gotta swap. I gotta play someone else. And Bridget came out, and I fell in love.
Go ahead. These 2, and then we'll do. Oh yeah, I think I fucked up. We'll be fine. This match and this match. One of these days I'll actually remember a system for how I pick stream matches. I try real hard to not get like repeats.
Yeah. Remind me after this, because we're about to start, but I'll tell you how I like to do it. And you can let me know if it's a good idea or not.
Tournament GGST.
Sometimes you get unlucky. My first stream game last week ended up being the guy who got second place because I misseeded him because he was a new guy.
Yeah, I love that.
So I'm like, oh well, I guess we're getting 9 stream games of this guy.
We'll have a good first run here. I always feel bad when there's someone who's like really, really good, but they just like don't make top 8 frequently, and I just like never catch them for stream. We used to have, the Faust player 8 and
yes,
they were in FNF for like 20 weeks in a row, and they're so good. They're like a top 10 Faust player, but they never made top 8. They always like were like 9th or 10th, so I just literally didn't know who they were.
Yeah,
and I was just like always seeding them super low. It was a tragedy.
It's the curse of 9th and 13th place, man.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's hard to get them on stream.
Yeah, I've been trying to be a little bit more diligent, especially with Evo coming up. A lot of people are thinking about and talking about seeding, so I'm like, I'll try to be a little bit more diligent about what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, Euro and Thandred will be our first on stream. Matches are live. It is 7:30. All I need to do is pick this SBE read.
Oh shit, you got Dig, you got Yo-Yo Master.
Dig and Yo-Yo Master is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Dig
they're on
is
opposite
like
side of the brackets too, so.
Hey, Pork Laser followed. I think Pork Laser's followed like 20 times and unfollowed 20 times. All right. I'm going to move us over to the chatting scene and we can yap a little bit.
Sounds good.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. It is time for your favorite bracket of the week, Fightsticks and Flashkicks. Maybe your second favorite bracket, because you may also be a big fan of the Jeekly. We got Jeek from the Jeekly, the one and only. How you doing, homie?
Oh, I am chilling. So I know I'm on cam right now, so I don't mean the glaze, but Brydoc's kind of the GOAT. Okay, when I was coming up doing this stuff, I was eyeballing a few people trying to copy and see what the good stuff was, how to host these things, what the right ideas were, and I had my eyes on FNF for a minute. So Shout outs to OEG, FNF, Pariah for hosting all this stuff, and I'm glad to be here, man.
It's always good to see the cup up and comers, because there's always the ones that are just like, whatever, we'll run the bracket. It doesn't really matter. Like, we don't got to work that hard. And then there's the ones like Jeekly who come in and they're just like, all right, how do you guys do this? Do you have a guide for start.gg? What do you use for your overlays? What do you do? This. And it's just like, yeah, this is good. This is good. It always leads to good product too, because it's one of those things where it's like, I know that my overlays and my setups are completely jank. I have a 15 gigabyte video that is my scoreboard overlay, and I know I shouldn't. All right, listen, I'm not the perfect example to follow. The end result is there, we got it, but I'm a get it done kind of guy, and if I put together my like scene transition in PowerPoint because it's how I did animations.
Yeah, bro, Microsoft Paint, that carried me. I'll say that. My first season of running stuff, Microsoft Paint, hell of a tool if you're motivated enough. I'll say that.
Absolutely. I still get an ad even in mod view. That's kind of tragic. We've got a very stacked bracket for you today. I was talking to Jeek about this just a minute ago. This is either this week or last week. One of these weeks that was in here, it snuck up on me, is our 2-year anniversary of Fightsticks and Flashkicks. We started just before EVO 2 years ago, and I mean, it's been such an amazing time. It's been an awesome bracket to run. It's my favorite day of the week just because I get to sit down and watch some awesome Guilty Gear. Thank you for Hello Meta Mischief for the 19 months subscribed. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got some awesome games for you today, though. We got Euro going in against Thandred for our game 1. And then our round 1 will be started. For all those of you who are newer to the bracket, you get to play your stream matches on stream. If your match is not flagged for stream, play it whenever it's available, the same as you will in a loser's bracket. Donald, thank you as well for the follow. Yeah, we have a good number of stream matches matched up for you. We got Gyarados in the bracket. We got Lucasio, Kensei in the bracket. Dig is here. We got Yo-Yo Master, the return of Domasaur.
Oh,
the
dude,
Soul players are out.
In a minute.
Yeah, the Soul players are out, and I'm excited to see it.
And another player I haven't seen in a minute is Thandred, man. Thandred's a pretty clean Axel. I like watching Thandred play.
Yeah, absolutely. It's rare. Axel's one of the more rare characters to see in at least in FNF. I feel like whenever I join a bracket, there's always an Axel in my round 2, no matter what. But it's, you know, when we're in these online situations, a little bit more rare to see them. So I'm excited to see what they're cooking up. And Euro has been here on the Nago and has been cooking it up a good couple of weeks in a row. We will get to see as we get into our game 1.
I feel like I was just talking to someone the other night, and they were saying this is a matchup we haven't seen since, like, Trevor and Nubenheimer back in Season 2.
Yeah, it's for a while.
You see a lot of Trevor and Nubenheimer, like, in every top 8. It felt like Axel Nago was just, like, guaranteed going to be a thing.
Nago has... I feel like Nago is equalized, but a lot of people will probably feel like Nago has kind of fallen off. There's just not as many of the Nago players are sticking around as they used to, and it's a more rare character to see for sure. And Axel, of course, is, you know, he's the bracket demon in pools, but very rarely makes it further than, you know, knocking out, maybe getting a couple upsets here and there. The better people get at the game, the harder Axel falls off, I feel.
Yeah, it's definitely like it's a very specific matchup for your character too, right? So then if you pick up a new character, you have to relearn the whole Axel interaction. It's pretty crazy.
Oh man, and immediately blocking the high-low here for Thandred is not playing around. Going straight into some zoning now. The blood is nice and high.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Euro's got to really pay attention to that blood against the Axel because you don't want to be too high full screen, right?
I really like these preemptive jumps from Thandred. A little combination of chicken blocking, and you can still cover such good kind of angles with the Axel. Are you dead? Names? Oh my god, this character has no damage. Please!
That Nago HP, even near that 3 blood, still stays alive, but anti-air is going to close it out. Normally when you see that time stop super, I think I'm dead, but not that time.
There we go. Going for a little bit of extra mix with the Wild Assault plus frames. Lots of damage, early burst coming in as well. The clone through the Rensen. Little Nago round, potentially.
That was fun, that 5D PRC mix that Euro was trying to get off there, but now Thandred's getting some zoning down 2D for that soft knockdown. We're zoned back and we're high blood, man. This is the danger zone for Nago.
Oh, man. Just like that, you managed to escape the corner, and all of a sudden, it's just an entirely different ballgame. You're now even on HP. Nago may be able to one-shot you, but Axel's one of those characters you never know when your last interaction with him is going to be.
And that was a great confirm from Thandred right there, right? Counter hit 2H into the command grab. Being able to pick up people when they're in the air like that. Great confirm. Good job closing that one out.
Good round. We got some Thandred fans in the chat as well. You do love to see it. Hopefully y'all can keep the energy up as the Nago will definitely... I mean, we've had two really, really aggressive round starts. Beyblade into DP and then White Wild Assault as your round start options. I mean, you don't really have a reason to not White Wild Assault on round start here, other than just the option of having better ones.
Right, yeah. I guess you really want to get it on Axel, right? You just want to keep running that Oki over and over again. Sometimes you probably only want to break the wall. You know, you just want to stay right on top of them and keep that upfront pressure looping.
Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate Euro's use of burst there. Bursting Axel back into the corner. If you are going to be bursting against an Axel, as the Nago especially, doing it while they're in the corner is such a good idea. Ooh, gets caught by the close slash.
There we go. Great blocks from Euro. I love them trying to challenge with that 2H because Thandred was getting pretty jump normal happy there, but we're able to close it out. Good stuff.
Thandred keeping it clean. Beyblade didn't find the anti-air close slash. Euro now finding the anti-air clone, though, sure. Oh, it's time. Blood-sucking universe. We got a little bit of mix to run. Beyblade back.
There we go. Trying to keep Thandred jailed in here. Picks up on that fuzz jump. Closes that one out. And that was your reward, Euro, for getting that command grab earlier in that round. Now Thandred starting to hold up on pressure.
Yep. And Euro also executing exactly what you were talking about, not going for the wall break there, instead just continuing to keep the pressure, doing the shorter combos, and just absolutely running away with it. Counter hit close slash in the corner, tries to bait the burst, but no luck.
Ooh, great bait right there from Euro. Going to be able to close this wall break off with a super, getting that hard knockdown. Now, of course, if you get the wall break with a hard knockdown, then you don't mind taking that. Get that positive bonus rolling.
Absolutely. Positive bonus. So good for you here. Tries to find a 5P, but does find the mix afterwards. 1-1 in our round one. We got ourselves a ball game here.
Those were some Nago rounds.
I mean, listen, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, that's the character, man. That's the character. It's the one-shot character, and I think that's what Euro was trying to pull off in that first game, right? If you can like get someone antsy with those round start Beyblades, round start White Wild Assaults and stuff, then then the set is free at that point. But maybe they still can close this one out. Maybe this is going to be a little bit clean for them on their end, but they just had to earn it a little bit. We evened it up.
Yeah. Definitely the kind of matchup you got to make some adaptations. Axel's such a good character for adaptations because you can really pick a particular spot of the screen and just say you can't exist here. You can find their approach, like we see the adaptation with the 2 Ps here. Really, really good stuff from Thandred just to get things started. Going a little bit aggressive here, actually. Not content to just sit back and do the Rensen pressure.
Yeah, Thandred a pretty jump-heavy Axel. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Has some really good air options, definitely. Ooh, 5P, but the 2P follow-up. There we go. Apply that mental stack at the full screen. Get the time stop down. This will be plenty. A little bit of JK, JD action.
There we go. And I mean, that was an Axel round, and it may have lined up with the fact that Euro was at 3 blood, but we did get that counter hit right here. We're going to get some Oki running. Looks like we're going to go ahead and take the wall break with that 6H.
I like Euro going for the 2K2D there, too. Going for a little bit of low blood commitment on the mix. You still get the high-low mix, but don't got to spend the meter. See into the Rensen.
There we go. Just trying to FD out that follow-up pressure off of the Rensen, but Thandred gets this pickup, and now we're just getting zoned out in the other corner. The 2H, that was the right idea, just not at that moment. Deciding to burst.
Paying attention to these super jumps. YRC gets counter hit twice, and that spells death. The fish hook coming in, calling out that YRC. Beautiful stuff from Thandred.
Yeah, Thandred clean, man. Thandred kind of clean. And like I was pointing out, Thandred really jump heavy, man. And it's kind of got Euro in a weird situation where they're sitting there trying to like identify how they probably want to zone it. I mean, rather how they want to get in past the zoning.
Yeah.
But then Thandred to stop zoning starts jumping at you. It's like, okay, now I got to worry about anti-airing you and getting in your zone pressure. It's call that a mental stack.
I mean, Nago with the clone and with the super jumps is so good at getting in a lot of those situations. Just a Fukio forward into the throw there. Very nice stuff as a round start option. So you got to be careful when you're doing these just Rensen loops, because Nago can just super jump so consistently. It's a skill that all Nago players have had to learn and had to drill in there.
It's a necessary evil. I love that 5P right there from Thandred. Great mash, just trying to keep Euro back, but the counter hit 2H takes the burst meter right from Thandred. Now we're back to neutral.
Find something. Oh, finds the air-to-air. This could be a huge answer for Euro. If Euro can find the right spacing to start landing some of these air-to-airs, Axel throws out some really big hitboxes, even on those air normals.
And there's that fuzzy jump right there. We'll see if Euro still decides to weave in a command grab at some point, or if they're going to catch on to Thandred's fuzzy.
Counter hit on the close slash. Good wild assault, keeping your pressure up. Oh no! Axel Bomber actually gonna get a good chunk of damage in there. All you need is one hit left, one command grabber, anything but Nago's on the offensive. Finds the 2P.
To be fair, Thandred was also at like kill percent right there with all that risk built up at half HP.
Absolutely. Gotta love our low interaction video game here. Find the right angles. Both players doing the arithmetic in their heads.
Look at the zoning options that Thandred is picking. There are a lot faster recovery options, but Euro getting this counter hit is going to be able to take away all of that HP. But great Abare right there from Thandred. A lot of interactions right there.
YRC back into the corner. This is a scary situation. YRC right back, but it gets blocked out after the close slash. That is a 2-2 situation, taking us to a game 5 for our first round.
Round 1, game 5. We're gonna be here all night, Pariah. If ever games like this, we're gonna be here all night, my friend.
That's okay. Axel, one of the slower time to kill characters. One of my favorite fun facts. It's not as true this season, but it's been pretty true historically. Is that Faust will have way longer round times than almost any other character in Strive. And yeah, like your average, like a game 5, first to 5, will usually take around 12 minutes in Strive. But your Faust games will be like 14 to 16 minutes usually. It doesn't seem like a lot, but you keep adding up those long rounds throughout a tournament, you're gaming twice as much as someone else who you're meeting in top 8. You can be pretty exhausted by the end.
So what I'm hearing as a TO is don't put Faust on stream. I got you. Thank you, Pariah.
Oh, we're in a little bit of pressure. We got plus frames.
And that blood is so high. Thank goodness Euro got a hit right there. We're going to try to loop some pressure here with that 5D red RC, and that's going to kill. Great stuff.
Definitely a little gamer nod. Time to lock in from Thandred. You can do anything if you lock in. Do get it twisted. Jumping over the white wild assault. Trying to find anything. Round 1 nerves could be coming in here a little bit as well.
Yeah, we haven't seen that command grab for a second there, so great job, Thandred, for going through their options so well. Even I got hit.
Oh, the frame traps are killer here for sure. Thandred knows what they need. There's a command grab. Real close on the command grab there. A scary situation. Gonna be getting the wall break here. Doesn't look like a burst is coming out. Euro wants to hold on to that if they can. Anti-air close slash PRC into the bite. Ooh. It's a hell of a start.
No, the shimmy.
Didn't get a full punish. Oh, that's going to hurt, though.
Dude, I love Euro trying to take these bursts straight out of Thandred's back pocket, but that weaved in Beyblade is going to get a nice hit for us. Going to deal a lot of damage.
This is a scary situation. The air stall, PRC to block the burst. You don't get a punish, though. Oh, no. You need one hit from either player. The DP is the anti-air. No TG, but the chip damage comes through on the double hit. Incredible stuff. What a close one coming down to that very last interaction.
Man, if I'm Thandred, bro, oh my lord, you got to go take a walk, take a breather, get a glass of water, come back, and have the hell of a loser's run, man. Because damn, oh my god, missing that punish right there at the end. But great stuff, Thandred right there, playing so well on that Axel. I really love in those later games how they were weaving in the faster recovery zoning options like that 5P and 2P and stuff. Great stuff. It really forced Euro to try to mix up what they were doing, but almost to their benefit, right? Being able to get in those Beyblades in between the 5P and 2P. So Euro figured it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Found some really great adjustments in there. We were waiting on one of our matches. Looks like OEG's own Kaneda maybe about to show down against Ontai, which will be a battle of the GOATs. Ontai, a Testament player who I'm a personal big fan of. But first, we got Megarura versus Chikasu. See Megarura on the Biken for sure.
Chikasu, are you familiar with that player? Chikasu?
I do not know their name right off the top, so I'm interested to see.
Looks like a Soul player.
Could be. We'll see what once they get in here. Because that might also just be Megarura playing Soul for some reason, because they were on Biken really? when they came in the room.
We're still early on in the bracket, so we can kind of, if you're confident in yourself and you're a little early on in the bracket, you get to kind of feel that out. Like think about like one of the GOATs, one of the Melee GOATs, Mango, sandbagging all the time on that Dr. Mario before they actually have to start locking in and playing Falco, right? So
listen, one of my Smash GOATs, Stroder Ame, just basically plays random select all the time. They're on the team and they're talking them out of playing random select is like, nah, it ain't happening. But I mean, you do see a lot of really interesting kind of character swaps, and eventually, you have to lock in your secondary character for a full bracket run. You can't give yourself the crutch of swapping back to your main and just sweeping the floor with somebody. And that's how you get a character refined enough to do stuff like we saw Razzo in Pride FGC a couple weeks ago pull out the Soul Mirror against Umisho and win a game 5 on it. Like you don't get a Soul to that level unless you really lock it in and play it in a couple tournament runs.
Yeah. I mean, also Razzo, if we're talking about Razzo. Razzo can play like basically every character in this game, right?
For sure. For sure.
Leo, a Geo, and Abba. I played Razzo and Tower playing Slayer, so they got some deep pockets for characters.
Absolutely. Gotta love some character specialists and some character. What about Gold Lewis? I don't think I've seen the Razzo Gold Lewis yet. I think that if any top player randomly picked up Gold Lewis, they would not be able to escape getting flamed.
I think there's so much smack talk against that character. I would almost be scared to pick them up and then lose, and then like almost like that's proof that they're like okay,
We did have we had Hiho versus Kribby as Milia versus Gold Lewis a couple weeks ago, but it was backwards. It was Hiho on the level 1 Gold Lewis against Kribby's Milia. Flame plays like everyone, yeah. Elucid, one of my GOATs as well, has recently been playing some more Testament again, but is a multi-character master for sure. On the Leo, on the Kai, on the Slayer most recently, I think.
Nice. Man, Leo is a fun secondary, isn't it? I don't know if you've ever picked up some Leo. God, that character maturing in Strive is realizing that Leo is actually a really cool character. I don't know if you would agree.
Yeah,
but
Leo real cool. He's real cool and real good. Leo mentioned, let's fucking go. Also, yeah, Jackie, we the blue hair's hanging in there at the moment. My roots are starting to come in, and I'm starting to fade a little bit up here on the top, but We were planning. We got it dyed dark originally, so that it would fade out and hopefully still look decent.
How does that bathtub look, Pariah? You got stains on the walls, on the tiles?
Luckily, I'm taking care of it.
Okay.
I'm still losing a lot of blue when I shower. Maybe this is the dyed hair Pariah era. Maybe it is. You know, maybe I'll go get it re-upped here. Let's see if I can't catch. Where are these gamers?
With my fiance, I know that the hair dye is coming in because I'll go to take a shower and all of a sudden the whole shower's purple. Or 2 weeks from then, I come in the shower and the whole shower's blue, and I'm like, all right, we got to get the bleach out.
Oh, we send Chikasu a message here real quick. They make their way in here, and it is going to be our other round 2 match is Kaneda versus Antai, which I'm super excited to see.
Yeah, Kaneda rocking that sin, right? Kaneda kind of clean.
While we wait for Chikasu, let's... Oh, wait, hold on, this may be them.
Wait, hold the press, hold the phones.
Oh, nice little drip battle with the avatars.
Sheesh.
Gotta pick another color. Yeah, we'll see what I rotate to. The problem is I really want to do a Slayer cosplay, and I was literally growing my hair out for it, but now it's blue, so I'm gonna have to do like a color 2. I'll have to mod in a Slayer cosplay for myself. All right, so we do have Megarura on the sole bad guy.
Yeah, I'm recognizing that orange color too. I think Megarura is a fan of that color. I think it's what they rep on the Viking as well.
Boom. The Johnny as well has been a really, really potent character in the right hands, but definitely takes a lot of execution and practice to get the character to a good place. Against the Soul Bad Guy, Soul Bad Guy is the kind of character that will make all of your character's weaknesses just seem so much worse.
But look at the red right there. Good stuff. Chikasu, great damage, but that counter hit Vortex is going to be quite a bit of pressure here, but catching with that Ansanga.
Oh no, might be throwing. The burst bait comes in. Man, Chikasu was looking for a burst bait on their end, didn't give it up. That just goes to show you sometimes you gotta finish that combo.
Ooh, I like that DP right there. I respect the energy, being able to spend that burst right there, trying to go back to neutral here. Gunflame trying to zone out Chikasu here. We got him in the corner, backdashing that Fafnir that rewards him with this combo.
Nice, really clean combo routing here as well. Not DPing, but does find a DP on the 6K. The cards here, it's a 50-50 mix, and you find the high.
Ooh, that empty high revolver red RC. That's some crazy mix right there. Good pickup from Chikasu right here. If we can route this well, we can get a kill.
Man, I mean, that's the pluses and minuses of Chikasu's routing. It's really, really fast, really active routing, but it can get really chaotic when you're doing those like fast RCs into card cancels. Your combos can drop a little bit earlier than you maybe are expecting. Megarura is going to be taking the first one. Bracket About Nothing. Hello, official Bracket About Nothing Twitch. Hello, thank you for the follow. Shout out ban, exclamation point ban in the chat.
And dude, I hope Chikasu isn't too upset about that one. Just take that one on the chin and move on, because they were playing really well. I think it just came down to that one drop in that last round at the very end, but take that one on the chin, keep it going, keep playing the way you're playing.
Yeah, absolutely. They've had some really good stuff coming for them. Soul Bad Guy, like I said, it will make all of the cracks in your game plan just show so well. He has so many good tools. I like the little 2K there.
Oh, dude, that 5D able to swap the side we were on. That was a really cool route right there from Megarura. And I almost jinxed it back near to break the wall.
Spend so much meter for so little damage. The BRC forward, you still get DP'd out of it on that one.
Oh, I love those round starts from both players right there, respecting bigger options from each other, going for just some small 2Ps right here. But that 6K picking up, able to take that burst out of the pocket of Megarura. Now we're trying to connect with this far slash 2H did not connect. And now we're going to be able to zone out with these cards.
We got a little bit of time on our hands here. Through the wall, hard knockdown. Gotta decide what your option is. Johnny doesn't have any particular safe jumps, so it's just gonna be going for a card. PRC gets DP'd out again.
Able to frame trap for that 2K, and now we're going to weave in these tick throws. Great stuff, Megarura.
Oh, the DP gets blocked. You do find a counter hit after the fact, and Wild Assault is going to be exactly what you need to close that one out. Chikasu on the board at the very least.
I was about to say, we're getting pretty deep in the round starts. We're probably going to see something a little more committal. That 6H coming out. Megarura bursting, trying to keep that corner in. Great back throw to keep it going as well.
Let's find a connection with the white wire, or the red Wild Assault, pardon me. Six speed coming in. Red RC gonna find the connection, and Senga for the flashy finish. So tying us up 1-1 here. Very nicely done.
And one thing I like that what Megarura is representing is a lot of shimmies, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got Chikatsu doing some whiff grabs. We need to make them hurt more after those whiff grabs. But I do really love that that shimmy pressure right there.
Yep, absolutely.
And here we go, picking up that Biken, the tried and true. Still the orange color though.
A new follower.
Character swap here. Biken has been in a really interesting place this season. I feel like Biken is so well refined and is in such a cool place, but just has a couple of really sore spots that Biken players just are really dooming about. That far slash is not one of them though.
Yeah, I think no one's complaining about that far slash. Definitely not. It's a lot of being able to. You have to route super specifically off of things. Right now, great route right there to be able to close out that round. But it's not like you can just get some random air and then get a full combo. It's very hyper specific routes and clean hits that you need to get in order to get optimal damage.
Sure does find the setup for the cross up counter hit, Yozansen. Man, and that whiff JS. You gotta respect the JS on the arrival. And this is so clean. We're going for the gun. We're not in the corner, though, so it's not going to get the best combo in the world, unfortunately.
Here we go. Chikasu feeling good, trying to burst out, spending this meter as well. We got Megarura zoned back here into this corner with a full health bar, though, so we're going to have to fight uphill for quite a minute in order to close out this game.
Yep. Oh, the far slash connects. Biken in such a good spot to kind of contest Johnny in those far slash clashing situations. One of the best things about Johnny, one of my favorite things about the character, having played him a decent chunk when he was released, you know, he just can get into that like infinite mental palace. You know, the mental stack can just go forever. The strike throw is the infinite Tsukiyomi. Yeah, the strike throw is so strong. The guard crush pressure can be so strong. The 50-50s are mostly just guesses, but it's not like you're reacting to any of them really, you know? And so it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I finally guessed that like they're going to do a throw here. I teched the throw. What's the next option? Oh, Johnny has a 9-frame bar slash they're hitting while we're eating. Like,
here we go. Both players trading first. Chikatsu's kind of got the upper hand right here, at least at the moment with this pressure we're running. Megarura gets caught with that close slash. Not a punish, though, so it's not like we're getting antsy. We just got caught right there. But the counter hit right there rewards Chikasu with not only the wall break, but the whole round.
Coming out swinging there, Chikasu. Ready to take us to potentially another Game 5 if they can.
That really high up to Tommy rewards Megarura with this pressure right here. Getting the tether applied. Tether combos are so cool, by the way. Look at this stuff.
Getting the full combo off of the throw. Go. Nice landing. Another overhead. And the close slash to finish it off. Mega Aurora looking to make it a 3-1 here.
And that last round was a clip, man. We're going to be seeing that one on Twitter, possibly. Tell me for the reset right here. We're going to try to break the wall after baiting that burst. Great stuff, Mega Aurora. Does so with the super as well. Going to get that hard knockdown, and Chikasa is going to have to hold this mix or figure something out.
Yeah, this is a really scary situation to be in. Biking with 100% HP, and you've got to hold this for so long. You cannot backdash on that one. After the close slash and a perfect from Mega, it's going to be a 3-1.
Great stuff right there from Mega right there. Maybe the Soul was just trying to feel out some other characters for a second. I don't know how much time they put into the Soul, but it always feels so good trying out that secondary. You lose a game, maybe lose 2 games. You say, all right, let me put it up to 11 real quick. Let me show you what I'm known for. Great stuff right there. Mega Aurora closing out that game. Going to move on in the bracket, but Chikasa's Johnny is going to give some people some trouble and losers for sure.
Absolutely. Kensei, I apologize about about having to fight Mega Aurora so early. 07s, I'm gonna be real with you. I got a little lazy on the seeding this week. It's okay. I was running a little bit behind. I was stuffing chicken nuggets in my mouth and seeding at the same time. I was trying to get everything done. It happens. I believe in you, Kensei. You just got a gap anyway. You were gonna have to fight them one way or the other to win the bracket. It all comes out in the wash. Seeding is made up. It does, and it can't hurt you, as a matter of fact.
Is the seeding in the room with you right now?
We've got Ontai rocking it out on the Testament, and OEG's own Kaneda coming in. Our Canada representative, one of our Canada representatives.
Yeah, I played Kaneda in a team bracket recently. It was me and our buddy Jeekly Domo. And we played against Kaneda. I forgot what their original team name was, but they said, hey, we almost made our team name 2 Canadians and ended up changing it last minute. Canadian spelled Kaneda.
This is a really interesting matchup. It's very, very neutral focus. You got to be on top of your stuff as Testament. This matchup's particularly challenging for me just because Johnny beats a lot of the fuzzy jumping and backdashing that I'm addicted to. And so, ooh, nice little tick throw off the stain proc here, though. Oh, huge reversal coming
in between the hits right there. Great stuff from Kaneda. Now Kaneda playing the Johnny. I'm not familiar with Kaneda's Johnny game, man. How long has Kaneda been on the Johnny?
Kaneda has been on the Johnny actually for kind of a hot minute. Shortly after they joined OEG, you know, they had a little bit of a stint with Axel, believe it or not. Have a Johnny. They've been rotating through a good number of characters actually. Nice tick throw as well. Card is applied. You're going to have to be really careful here.
Now, how can you pick? How can you root for someone here, Pariah? You got Testament on the screen. You got OEG's own on the screen. How can you root for someone, man?
I mean, listen, Ontai is my GOAT. We were in the band beginner bracket together for a long while. And it is, it's hard. It's hard to root against the Testament player. But, you know, I got to root for my GOAT, Kaneda. Nice overhead coming in. Hopefully we can see some cool stuff from Ontai, though. They've always been a super solid Testament player.
Here they are in this game. They're learning Kaneda's name right there. Post that super. I love that empty hop low. Bar slash for the counter hit. We're going to take that burst to the next game. Moving on to the next one.
Kaneda taking it 1-0. Rocking it out on the Johnny there. Yeah, it's definitely, and it's an interesting matchup for sure. You got to be locked in on your character-specific knowledge, and I think it comes out to being pretty even overall. But Johnny, you know, does have the reversal super that is available, and Kaneda is the kind of player who's going to call you out. The only true block string off of Testament 2K is 6P. And so, you know, if you see the 2K come out, you know you can get that reversal super in, and Kaneda is the kind of player who will definitely use a tool like that.
And here, Ontai trying to fight out of the corner right here, but Kaneda doing such a good job of jailing them in. Testament not really a character known for their fast, light normals, right? So we're getting picked up here. Kaneda's going to take that burst from Ontai, trying to get these succubuses applied.
stuff. Getting the girls out here. Gonna be getting a full corner carry. Break through the wall. No stain state and no hard knockdown is not the best place to be in the world. BRC forward in the far slash.
And here we go. Antai was trying to check with that 6P. I respect it. And then we both our players trading 6Ps back and forth right there. I love the drift up momentum 2K right there. Risk fully cranked. Great throw tech. But the 6P is going to connect for Antai finally.
Gotta practice some of that joning. Oh, it almost gets the fast RC into the teleport mix. Fortunately missed the teleport timing by just a little bit, or got the fake out, one way or the other. The 2H neutral comes in to save the day.
Great pickup right there. I also want to compliment Kaneda right there for in that mid-screen area, crouching down under the Unholy Diver. Great heads-up play. Otherwise, that would have been a little bit of a different round. Of course, they ended up still getting knocked out by Antai there, but now we're at half HP. Great cross-up 2K2D, though.
Oh, good backdash on the 2K there. Arbiter sign starting to come in. Johnny, no dash blocking. Definitely can have some issues getting in, but with those big long buttons, finding a good opening here. But when everybody skips neutral, nobody does. Not gonna be able to block the YRC out. Antai doing a good job resisting the urge to Grave Reaper into Crow, and the defense that Antai is showing is incredible. Wow. Gets the backdash on the 5D just to have PRC wipe away all of your sins.
That stain applied. If we can just get a straight hit, hopefully off of an Arbiter or a Far Slash or something. But I love Kaneda catching on to Antai, really fishing for that hit, and decides to go for a lot of misfinders to try to zone them out.
Unfortunately, the JK did land there. Got a big counter hit for Kaneda, but we have Succubus up in the sky. Gonna try to find something. We're playing some neutral right now, that's for sure.
Oh, look at that. Almost like, looks like we're buffering super full screen or something, but great hit right there from Kaneda. He's going to be able to combo this one out. Goes for a reset.
KBRC, not too bad. And it is one of the things you have to be exceptionally careful about. When the Johnny has 50 meter, they can on reaction, ooh, get that full screen card super for you. We got some mix here. It's going to be a wall break as well. No hard knockdown, though.
Ooh, great throw tech right there from Antai. Able to get the cross-up H Reaper right there. Pretty awesome. Kaneda deciding to burst to try to close this one out. YRC connects in the dash-up throw. Gets the game. Great stuff right there from Kaneda, but damn, down to the last hit.
Down to the last hit. The Super PRC coming out, but it wasn't quite enough. YRC immediately after is, yeah, that's just a scary situation. You're basically asking yourself, am I just mashing out reversal super again here? And am I super PRCing into a second super PRC immediately? That sounds like some floor 9 action, and Antai was a little bit more reserved, but unfortunately is going to take the L for it.
Backdashing that Far Slash round start, able to get the low Arbiter to pick up, trying to zone out with these Reapers right here. This is looking like a testament round so far with this zoning. Kaneda's going to have to try to mix something up on how they approach. And there it is.
Kaneda really unafraid of hitting that slash button really preemptively. If you're going to catch a jump in with that counter hit close slash potentially, or if the mix comes in, you still have that 9-frame far slash that's going to be doing a lot of good work for you. Even if they try to find some mix. Speaking of mix, this is scary.
Able to get that off the reset too, so that damage is going to be kind of gnarly. But Antai does have meter and burst to play with.
Finds air grab, says sit back down. PRC super right back for the reversal.
Oh my lord, call that round a download throw. Kaneda getting that air throw off of the teleport and then the super on that Bari 2K. Man, I'd be kicking myself.
That is very, very scary. Antai doing a good job with those super PRCs, but just is not really able to get much off of them when they do land. Finds a nice Oki setup here as well with the meaty Grave Reaper though. Nice. Oh, no, not like this. You all stuck so early, didn't get a chance to super there.
Yeah, we'll take the positive bonus. We're not going to cry about that, but Kaneda now able to get Antai back here in the corner. We do have that burst to play with. Decides to put on the flex shield counter hit. H Reaper is going to go into a combo here.
Yeah, you don't quite find enough to kill. You might have been able to with that amount of damage. Oh, the throw whiffs and the tap dust hits. Nicely done for Antai.
That was kind of cheeky right there. I like that option. Kaneda starting off a little angry on that round, start saying, okay, I'm going to 6K at you, bro. Hold it.
Using the jump cancel to IB that Arbiter sign there. Find anything. The 6P is going to be coming in. No, the far slash wins out this time. Oh, the shimmy. The slow walk forward shimmy, getting the counter hit glow slash. Oh. Not like this. RC into the super on the opposite side. You got a tiny bit of HP left, and just your brain is destroyed at the end. With the throw bait at the end, too. That could have been another full combo.
I didn't have enough time to compliment Antai there because Kaneda ended up getting that super to close it out. But great stuff for Antai to be able to recognize that Nsenga coming out, piercing forward and trying to get that far slash started. But you also got to compliment Kaneda, piercing their own recovery right there to be able to get that super in. So, damn.
Yeah, I mean, the RC forward on recognizing the PRC, which was crazy already, and then getting the RC and then the opposite side for the super, it's beautiful. Very nicely done for Kaneda. Next up, we are going to be having the Yo-Yo Master going up against Silent.
There we go. Love to see some Yo-Yo Master. Love to see some Bridget on the screen, man.
Yeah, it has been a while. It's been a while since I've seen Yo-Yo Master in bracket. So excited to see what they've been cooking up. I mean, I think that Bridget's one of those characters that, like, part of it is because Bridget players are so crazy and like just so good at the game, but also Bridget's one of those characters I feel like has a decently high execution to get to the like base level Bridget, right? Which will get you into a decent like level. But then getting to that like next level to become the top Bridget player, you really are pushing yourself in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's crazy to see the things they think about. I did a long set with Dig the other night, and just hearing their thought process on how they're controlling neutral, it's just like they're playing a completely different game than I am. I didn't realize we were going to see two Bridgets on the screen.
Silent also rocking the Bridget. We got the whole Bridget core out here this week. Hello, Dig. Listen, when it's an incredible effect. Milia players do this as well. And I think it's just the Dig effect, where whenever there's a Bridget, they all just kind of come out of the woodworks, you know? May players will do this a lot, too, where it'll be like, you get one May player joining your bracket, all of a sudden you have 8.
They're like, that's us.
There we go, as Yo-Yo Master is going to be getting the first wall break. Positive bonus coming in. Tap dust in, and the full combo afterwards with the red RC. Nicely done.
Yep, Bridget, a character with a lot of mix options. Sometimes you just got to go simple. Close slash, tap dust, red RC.
Catching the side swap. But now it is Silent's opportunity to get some good damage and finding the wall break with the hard knockdown.
Great job linking with that 2S.
Let's find a punish here as well. Keeping the mix going. It is a strike and it is a throw. Yo-Yo Master going for a really brave burst, a heroic burst if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, at first I was surprised that Silent was trying to bait it, but hey, I guess they had the right idea.
Absolutely. And always get that soul read, especially if you're potentially in a frustrating round. But also, you know, in this game, especially against Bridget, Bridget always has built a lot of burst, but really everyone builds a lot of burst this season, so.
Got the flex shield to try to mix up that looping pressure in. Roger Dive trading right there. We're throwing out our yo-yos. Looks like we have the same inputs. Baiting out that DP. Yo-Yo Master going to go for a cool route right here with 6H. Not able to keep it going, though.
Keep the pressure going, though. Red RC trying to negate out, but unfortunately on the tap dust, it wasn't quite enough. Nice DP.
Ooh, I respect that. Trying to use Wild Assault to keep that 5H string going. Now we're going back to full screen, but We caught Silent lacking. We went in with that scooter and we called it out. GG's, good round for Yo-Yo Master, starting off strong.
Absolutely. Really good stuff for Yo-Yo Master. Let's go ahead and get our colors up here as well. We've got Yo-Yo Master rocking the base skin. And Silent with the black robes.
There we go, the color 10. Now, both those players right there, it seems like they're both on the same wavelength on how they want to throw out their yo-yos. I feel like they were both coming out the same yo-yos. It was either they were both throwing 236S or 214S, and they were throwing them at the same time.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We got to see who changes up first, and we got to see who that benefits. Because for Bridget, sometimes you don't want to throw yo-yo first.
Yeah. I mean, the mirror matches are always really interesting. It often comes down to whoever acts second usually ends up coming out as a winner in a lot of these interactions. So especially if you're confident in the counterplay for your own character, you know, it's one of the most important things is you can talk about all you're running your offense all the time. If you can't handle your own offense, then it can be a scary situation.
Now Silent's got some pressure running over here in the corner. Yo-Yo Master spending that burst to try to go ahead and push back. Silent just a little bit, being able to bait that DP. Great stuff. We're going to get a wall break for it. Silent's going to be able to do the super as well for the hard knockdown, but Yo-Yo Master isn't out of it. We saw that they're willing to throw out those hero bursts, and they have a lot of meter here.
Oh, gets caught by the safe jump. Roger dive, red RC to stay positive. Tries to bait out a throw or something there with the delayed close slash. Waiter, I would like some plus frames, please.
Okay, something cool that both of our players are representing right now is instead of going for the follow-ups off of 5H or far slash, they're just doing the single hits and then setting the yo-yo. Typically, you would see Bridget's go for those follow-ups and then pick an option after, but...
Yep. Nice throw here from Yo-Yo Master. And that guard crushing from the Blue Owl Assault gets a free yo-yo down, bursting out for Yo-Yo Master. Wants to get some momentum back, but the roll is going to get beaten out by the Roger Super.
Yeah, great stuff right there. The Roger Super ended up calling out because it seemed like Yo-Yo actually went for a roll input there. Now we got some close slash pressure coming out. I love these FDs out from Silent, but being able to space out that scooter, Yo-Yo was able to get a 2K, and now we got Silent over here in the corner trying to jump out, but we get a pickup.
Yep, this is really nice for Yo-Yo Master for sure. One interaction is all you need for either of these players, though. Yo-Yo Master just with the meter advantage at the moment. This is scary. Plus frames. Deflect Shield comes out. Spending half of the burst, but no. The air-to-air is going to go to Yo-Yo Master's side.
Great stuff, Yo-Yo Master right there. I like the option choosing Deflect Shield on the follow-up hit right there, being able to throw Silent full screen, but great combo here is going to get you a wall break, going to get that positive bonus looping, going to get that hard knockdown started. Silent starting off strong.
A little 45% HP off the top. Finds a good punish on the yo-yo through. Ooh, dodges the Roger Super with the dive. I like that a lot.
Yeah, cool adaptation right there. Spending it again right there. Silent saying, hey, I'm going to catch you eventually. At least I hope so.
Absolutely. Finds a 6P here into a full confirmed. We find death, no wall stick. Man, and just after all that mental stack, just a half screen run up throw. Very nicely done.
Yeah, typically you're going to see 2 hits of that falling JS, or they're going to go straight into the low, right? So only 1 hit of that JS and then a run up throw. That was legit mix, honestly. Reactable, but that was mix. That was mental stack. Great stuff and great hit.
Back into things currently 1-1. We got ourselves a game between a couple of nice high-level Bridgets. Can say.
Yeah, it's a high-level mirror.
Kill switch, lost to Silent, but gonna cheer on the homie. That's the best part about fighting game tournaments. Whoever beats you in bracket, immediately you become their biggest fan.
Yeah, you start rooting for him at that point. It's like, you gotta win now.
Exactly. Right now, though, Yo-Yo Master definitely in the driver's seat. A really patient 6P coming out and just catches a greedy button.
Yeah, when you're getting 6P'd in the mirror, man, it's gotta feel bad. It's, oh, okay, I gotta figure something out. I gotta mix it up a little bit.
Seeing a lot of IBs coming out from Yo-Yo Master as well. Nothing too particularly like punishable off of the IBs, but just enough to kind of keep the spacing tricky.
Silent getting a pretty good combo right there. Great stuff, a lot of red. Yo-Yo deciding to spend that burst. We got Silent over here in the corner.
Oh, the DP comes out. This is going to be painful. Actually finds a backdash there. Wow. Throws the DP as well.
Going into that low, that's going to be the mix. Does the 5H follow up for the wall splat. Kara cancels the scooter for the super.
This is such a scary situation. Yo-Yo Master went from being so low and so down on their luck. I don't know if we're going to kill off of this. Yo-Yo Master's got a lot of meter here as well. Don't hit a button. Ooh. Oh, no block on the burst. You have one more opportunity. There it is. There. I was literally just about to say, I'm interested in how neither of them are really throwing out the fireball version of the yo-yo very often. And they're instead just kind of both opting for the set it and forget it yo-yo.
And I guess that was Silent saying, hey, get out of the air. I'm going to start throwing the H version, the 236H. And, I mean, Yo-Yo Master has been in the air quite a bit. We were trying to call it out earlier with the Return of the Killing Machine super as well, so...
Well, Red RC coming in, does find the overhead for the mix. Another 50-50 setup. Gotta be careful. You gotta be real worried in this matchup when neither of the Bridgets are actually like playing around the Blue Wild Assault. We've seen a lot of good Bridget counterplay from both these players, but neither of them punishing Blue Wild Assault is such a big opening, and they're leaving so much on the table, for, especially in a mirror match like this.
Yeah, it's technically reactable. You can mix in where it comes in. There's only a few hits where it's actually true, quote unquote. I think it's off the top of my head. I think it's the follow-up of 5H at a close spacing and 2H as well. You're able to Blue Wild Assault in. Don't quote me on that exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're predictable with when you do it, you can get thrown out of it, backdash. And also, if you're backdashing Blue Wild Assault and you get hit, it's okay. You know, what are they going to do? They can't really combo off of it at that point, right? So...
yeah, it's definitely some interesting stuff to kind of consider. It's one of those things, especially in the Bridget matchup, and the Bridget mirror, I always just, my brain immediately goes to Dig, right? And I'm like, what is Dig doing in these situations? It's always a 4-frame gap or worse, unless you cover it with meter. Bridget doesn't have a level 4 attack, yeah. I'm always thinking like, hey, what would Dig be doing to win this exact match? I'm like, oh yeah, you're just punishing Blue Wild Assault every time. And if you can get that down consistently, these matches would be so much more one-sided. We are back dashing right now though. Getting put all the way back to the corner.
Yeah, talking about baiting Blue Wild Assault, I played a long set with Dig, maybe like 50 games, and I think I hit them with a block string of Blue Wild Assault maybe 4 times in 50 games.
Yep.
Every other time them backdashing or throwing me out of it.
Oh, a little bit of trade back and forth. Waiting out the yo-yo here. Does find a delay over the far slash. Nicely done for Yo-Yo Master. Now on match point.
Yo-Yo Master really clean with that movement. Rolling in from that pretty cool angle right there, getting the close slash after as well. But 2S is going to pick up on that backdash, and we get a wall splat for it. Fully charged 5E for the most damage we could possibly get off of it too.
See off the scooter, does block the mix. Rock the baby comes in. Reactable button, by the way, as every Bridget player will tell you.
You got to go in Dust Loop and check out the Hurt Box of Roger dive right there. That clip that we just got. Pretty surprising, but 5H counter hit into Red RC. Yo-Yo Master goes for a reset here. But that burst is building up on Silent's side. We're going to get a second chance, if not take this round.
Very situation. One interaction is really all you need. The 2K comes in. Very nicely done for Silent. Going to try to bring us to another game 5.
They're going to try. It's at least they're going to have to do here. Yo-Yo Master doing that roll, doing JP to try to check an anti-air option. Both of our players trading right here, but Silent still in the corner trying to spend that Wild Assault to get out of it. Going back to the mid-screen, Yo-Yo wants to spend that YRC.
I can't
But the
believe
whiff
you're
grab
throwing.
means we're going back to neutral.
Which of these two bridges is worse at the Kai matchup? I need to know who to root for. I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Oh, there we go. Return Yo-Yo does find a hit. This is a good place for Yo-Yo Master to be. Has no meter to really secure some pressure here, though. So it does.
Both of our players low on resources. We got to play some good old honest fighting games without the system mechanics. Yo-Yo's got Silent over here in the corner. Both of our players trading some meter there from opposite sides of the screen, but that 2H counter hit means that Yo-Yo's going to get a close slash combo. Closes that one out, 3-1. But GG's, that was an awesome mirror. I didn't think we'd see a Bridget mirror so early on, and that was pretty high level in my opinion. So great stuff for both of our players there.
Yo-Yo Master will be moving on to fight against Kensei for a top 8 spot. And we'll be moving on here. We've got Django versus Lucasio. Up now, and then we will be getting to see some more Bridget action, as we will be getting Dig versus Grogan. One of these Grogan monkeys is the right one. There's two of this person in my Discord.
There's two of them? Oh my gosh.
Let me go ahead.
You got a fan, I guess.
We're going to go ahead and get El Macho and Mark, and we're going to have them go ahead and play off stream just to save us a little bit of time before top 8. We've had a lot of game 5s today.
And I'm not complaining about more gear. You know, I'm sitting over here in the commentator chair, so I don't have too much work. So I'm not complaining about game 5s. I can't speak for Pariah, though. I can't speak for him.
Listen, there's no such thing as too much guilty gear, especially playing at this level. As long as I can keep up with my names here. Kingdom of Illyria representation coming in for Lucasio.
Yeah, these KOI players, man, they're going to come out and they're going to be taking you out of the bracket. You got to be ready for them. We got the match of the samurais right here. Django getting high up there on that blood, but we had KOI in the corner, so not too bad so far. Able to trade hit right there. Haven't seen too much from Lucasio trying to fight back out, and the bite coming out too.
Oh, there's some chaos. You're building up a lot of blood here. Tap Dust doesn't quite connect, actually. Didn't build as much blood as maybe you thought. Very nicely done. Lucasio's going to try to make a run of this. Vikin's one of those characters. Once you get into the vortex, you can definitely end up in this situation. Got to watch out for the chip on the normals, though. I can't believe you're still alive.
This is insane right here from Lucasio, trying to keep this pressure going. This super safe because we're tethered. We're keeping that pressure going. I can't believe the tether is still on.
You're
right
dead. No,
Oh my
dude,
gosh.
not like that. What is happening? After that like 30-second block string, you found the wrong time to mash. Huge comeback. Interesting string here from Django. It's a very chaotic string, barely keeps you away from bursting. Always call this the big sword versus little sword matchup.
Oh, dude, both of our players. I love this from Lucasio saying, hey, you're high blood. You got to come to me, bro. Come on. What are you going to do? What are you going to pick? Is it Beyblade?
So Fukyo in, spending a little bit more of the blood. If you want some mix here, you're going to have to get a bite. Are you dead? Yeah, you're dead. We're not making the same mistake this time. Very nicely done. No pixel, no magic pixel for you today, Lucasio.
Yeah. That last pixel was a fluke that in the first round. That last round, that's typically what we should see, right?
There you go. Burst is available, though, for Lucasio now. Once again, lots of this interesting Fukyo pressure. The parry is going to get you some plus frames. Not going to get you the full knockdown that you're probably looking for, though.
Huge. ERC allows us to take a second to react to the YRC startup there from Django. Lucasio's got Django over here in the corner, spending that deflect shield to call it the autopilot, goes into the slash normals, and now we're going back to this mid-screen.
Oh no, we're in the mix now. You gotta guess, you're gonna burst out. The gun is gonna hit, actually. And calls out the 2K. Lucasio, once again, just a chip in a chair is all Lucasio needs in these matches.
Yeah, Lacasio saying, hey, the HP doesn't matter until it's 0. Otherwise, I'm still on the screen. I'm still going to spend my resources. I'm going to try to hit you.
The only HP that matters is the last one.
All my friends playing card games, you know that for certain. You know, your life points, they don't matter until they're 0.
Absolutely. We've been we're beginning our journey into the One Piece card game here in my house.
Oh,
and
sick.
it's going well so far. Got a couple starter decks.
Though.
I mean, honestly, the starter decks for the One Piece card game are only like $15. The booster packs in the boxes do get a little pricier though.
That's where they get you.
That is where they get
spending this burst to try to keep Lacasio over here in the corner. I love the FD right there to turn these slash normals into just a second of blocking, then we go back to neutral. That blood getting high means that we want to bite a little more, and Django's really awesome about these shimmies with the Fukio backs.
Again, another decisive round for Django, but we've seen decisive rounds from Django fall apart before. Lucasio is doing so well. Look at that, just a close slash punish on the Fukio in. Yep, cross up.
Dead framing with that JP right there to get a combo for ourselves. And I wonder if that was a dead frame follow-up off of the H. Kabari as well, going into that overhead right away to close out that round. We're going to the last one here. Lucasio does have the benefit of having that burst, but we'll build it up in just a moment if we can.
Just an IAD in Yozansen. Backdash to the blue wild assault, but is not going to be getting a punish for it. Having some interesting mix here. Glassy-eyed clocking into the 50-50 factory. Lucasio's going to have to wake up a little bit. There's a throw. Command grab. One more. The tap does... Honestly, have we seen Django do a single DP yet?
You know what? Good point. I was actually about to point out that they've done a lot of tap dust. But you're right. I don't think I've seen a single DP.
I don't think I've seen a single DP overhead. They've gone for the tap dust every time. I mean, listen, if you've spent the last 6 months with the Nago player base collectively like conditioning everyone to react to DP, and you come in being the only Nago who still uses tap dust, it works.
Yeah. It's the meta mix, you know? Now, the round start options for Biken here, I'm not a Biken player, I'm also not a Nago player, but the round start options must be abysmal, right?
Got proven wrong immediately with the double DP in the combo.
Django must have been hearing us. They got the stream unmuted right now. Django, you're playing well, keep it up. But we got to see if Lacasio can fight back, spending that FD to try to get out of this corner, and they were almost rewarded with it, but Django with the great anti-air, trying to bait that burst, though. Ooh!
Try to find something that's... Oh, low profile. Nago's not really a character you imagine low profiling very much, but just barely snuck under that far slash.
Yeah, gotta call that one a Nago round. Great stuff right there from Django. We got Lacasio over here in the corner, but great mash right there to calm that pressure down a little bit. We're getting high up on the blood, but Lacasio deciding to get into Django's face here, spending that meter. Definitely wanted to pick up off that S-tether. Did not think that Django was going to get hit, I don't think.
Nice. JS and Yozansen for the combo. Finds a close slash and a little bit of a scramble afterwards, bursting out Django. Has to get a really clean hit here to even up this HP. Just locking on the defense here, plus there.
Ooh, great challenge right there from Django, but in the scramble, we're able to get a straight hit. Lacasio closes out that round. I don't think we haven't gone to round 3 in any of these games, right? We've gone to round 3 every time.
Yeah, and I mean, Lucasio is doing such a good job of getting onto the offense and just running pressure for what feels like a bizarrely long amount of time. Like, the amount of time that Lucasio is able to run their pressure as the bike in here is just so good. YRC straight into the command grab.
Ooh, that's a cool route.
Oh, the wall break. Gold burst. If you're going to burst, it might as well be golden. The close slash gets BRC'd out of, though.
Oh, went forward again right there. Django trying to get that anti-air close slash, but we pick up the backdash with our JS, and Lucasio gets the round for it after confirming. Great stuff. We're going up 2-1.
2-1. Another really, really close game here, though, between these two. The winner of this is going to be moving on to face off against Canada. Looks like they took out our 1-seed Gyarados here.
Ooh. There we go. A little bit of an upset, it sounds like, then.
Potentially. We'll see how it all shakes out. For now, though, Lucasio needs to lock in. We've seen Django come out of the gate swinging so many times. Nice adaptation with the up back.
Great stuff right here from Django. Trying to get that low mix, but ended up catching that backdash. I think a lot of our combos from both of our players here has been catching a lot of backdash.
Yep. Lots of backdash moments here. This is scary. Nicely done. That's a really scary setup to deal with from the Nago, because it could be the strike, it could be the throw. Red RC with a tether applied. Ooh, JD just barely didn't catch there.
There we go, that far slash. Ocasio knows it's a good button, but the range is a little stubby here. Django goes for that burst. Doesn't have the meter for the mix yet, but Ocasio gets the hit and confirms with Red RC, closes out that round, and gets that burst from Django too. It's not looking good.
Definitely really good stuff from Lucasio. Finds the far slash for the round start here as well, into the safe jump loops. A little scary there. Start seeing that bike and walk animation and you realize something went wrong.
Bike and starts walking at you slowly. You gotta start, you're gonna be shivering in your boots, man.
Nice parry on the Rekka, into the Red RC. This is the classic combo. This does so much damage. Oh, he dropped. Scary YRC doesn't get blocked again, straight into the command grab too. Counter hit on the Beyblade. I believe we have enough blood to make this happen. Yes, we do.
Great route right there from Django, confirming off of that counter hit to close it out. Round start pretty safe from both of our players here, and I love that only going for that first hit of the DP. We got Lucasio over here in the corner. I feel like we've been over here a lot in all these games at this exact corner.
Yeah, this is a scary situation. Super through the wall. We are definitely going to have a mountain of HP to climb. There's going to get you a lot of blood back as well. You only have a little bit to work with. Burst is available. Just a 2K comes in and catches an option. That is okay. Another game 5 under our belts for the evening.
Respect the Django right there for not going for anything too crazy. Recognize their lead. Recognize the situation. Just going for something simple, getting that 2K. And Lucasio probably reacting to something a little more, or rather looking for something a little more committal from Django. But you go for something simple, that momentum forward 2K. Even if they block it, you're still got so much HP, you still got resources, you're still up in the round, right? So respect to picking the safe option there when they were ahead.
Yep, here we go. Getting into game 5. Hello, Kuromi. Tether is down. Getting walked over to the corner. Lots of blood being spent, but I have not seen a single one of these command grabs fail. Look at that, another one.
Yeah, I mean, Django was really, their pattern with it was high blood command grab, right?
Yep.
But in this round specifically, a lot of low blood command grabs. I don't blame Lucasio for getting hit. It's a mix.
Absolutely. A chip in a chair, pixel in a dream, completely hidden command grab. 100% success rate on these. And I think that Django has realized that these are not getting backdashed.
Great stuff. Oh, zone back with that. The Tommy Farsash connects, but Django gets a backdoor for the pressure. Whoa, a little bit of a weird interaction there.
Just a little high five there. Well, again. There it is. That one connects. Once again, Django listening into the scream. And we got listen. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, we hadn't been put into the blender, and that exact blender quite yet in those games. So what time to pull it out in the very last game, in the very last round, the Beyblade overhead mix. Great stuff, Django. They earned that position right there, closing that one out 3-2, but that was hard fought from Lucasio. I don't think that they'll have much trouble over on the loser side of things.
Yeah, absolutely. Another Shark enters into the loser bracket. We are going to have Gragon Monkey rather, up against Dig here.
Man, we're seeing a lot of Bridgets tonight. We're gonna keep seeing them.
Yeah, we got the Bridgets coming out for you. We've got the one, the only, my goat Dig, going up against RFL Gragon Monkey.
Now, Dig does have some other characters. I've seen them play a little bit of Milia. I've seen them play Kai. I've seen them play Soul before, too. Of course, they jumped on the stand with the Bridget, though, so we're going to be able to see the main out here.
My very first bracket experience with Dig was forever ago, but I had no idea who they were. They played against Mike Saftig, and they picked Soul Mirror against Mike Saftig for round 1, and they proved they could win the Soul Mirror. So they forced Mike Saftig to swap characters, and they just kept chasing counter picks around until it ended back on the Soul Mirror in Game 5. It was the most incredible mind games I'd ever seen in the fighting game.
That is sick. That is sick. Now, Mike is also someone known for quite a few characters as well.
Yeah, they got especially back then, they were playing Milia, Happy Chaos, and Soul, and there was another one, Ramlethal.
Yeah, recently I've seen Mike on ABBA as well, picked up the ABBA. They've been playing a lot of Kai also. But here, the players we got right here, Dig, Gragan right here on the Kai as well. This is kind of a fun matchup, you know? It's a lot of controlling the neutral as Bridget, able to bait out these DPs as we just saw. But we got some pretty big normals on Kai's side. We're able to fight back with our 5H, with our far slash. So it's a pretty interesting matchup. Definitely a pretty even one, I'd say personally.
Nicely done. A good, aggressive start here. Not quite perfect here for Dig to get a little bit of chip damage in, but a Red RC leaning their way. Didn't quite get the pickup and DP into the corner. This could be scary, actually.
Great stuff from Gragan right here. Goes for the OTG and then the charge stun edge. Straight into that stun dipper Red RC. We got to hold these throws. I love that safe jab right there. That 5P tries to jump, possibly a throw attempt from Dig. But we're able to get that back throw once everything whiffs. Great stuff, Dig, closing out that round.
Really good. I think they low profiled with a 2K there to beat out the JH. That was super pretty. Oh, finds a 2K. Into the corner you go. It's time to hold on to some 50-50s. And I got bad news for you. Once one of them hits, we're going straight to the wall.
Great stuff, getting that hard knockdown. JS 2K is going to be the mix. I like Dig's safe jump pressure post wall break. It's always pretty safe. It's just that double hit JS 2K, keeping it true.
Yep. When you are playing a character like Bridget, you know, it is good to keep it simple on occasion. The air DP was such a good call out, but unfortunately, Dig was just running through ya.
Now, Gragan represented that they are looking for that shimmy. Well, I'm calling it a shimmy, but jumping in your face, trying to make you whiff grab.
Yep.
And I respect Dig going for that grab attempt anyways. And when it whiffed, they were heads up about it. Went for that PRC right away. They were so ready to use PRC to cover the grab if it whiffed. So they earned that round, I gotta say.
I mean, and it was so wild too. Gragon was on layer 10 there, but Dig was just on layer 15. Just running under the jump in there is so crazy because you're expecting a JH or something to come out. So you're expecting to try to do a close slash or a 6P, and the air DP is meant to kind of be the Capel for you there. But Gragon just unfortunately was just a little bit behind on the layers. Dig had the mind stack in.
This is such a cool route. If you get that grounded hit of JD, it picks up into close slash jump cancel JK. You're able to carry that for most characters into wall breaks. Dig showing us some cool combos.
Well, I'd be on the second one, but actually gets a throw because of it. There we go. We're throw looping. It's Street Fighter time. Well, Street Fighter time until it's not. I think. Do you find the kill here? Yeah, surely you do with the multi-hit, right? Nicely done.
Great stuff from Dig, using that Kara cancel to get close enough with the Roger Super. That Roger Super can be a little finicky depending on how high up someone is on the wall. It can change the amount of hits it connects, and it could possibly change whether you win the round or not. But Dig able to close it out that time.
Out. Dragon's just having to find some answers here. This is our top 8 qualifier for this week, so we're going to see which one of these players makes it. The PRC rocket for the JS is just so good.
That was kind of spicy right there. We get a hard knockdown for our trouble. And look, that's the same setup, man. The JS, 2K, 6K. But the DP able to come out after the with 6H. Gregan's going to get some pressure running here.
Oh, they tried to go for the JS throw, but Dig was already way too far away for that to be working. 2-0 here for Dig. Gregan's got to make some big adaptations because it's looking pretty decisive for Dig right now.
Yeah, and that's no disrespect to them, man.
Absolutely.
Dig just seems like they have a lot of hours on this Bridget Kai matchup, right? It's the way that they're reading their pressure. They're not dropping really any combos, and when the hits do come out on Gregan's side, they do start running their pressure. The fuzzy options from Dig on defense are on point.
Yeah, and I feel like Gregan is going for a lot of like committal hard call out situations that you would never in 1,000 years expect your opponent to guess the first time you represent it, right? And Dig is just, for whatever reason, Dig's just like, oh no, I'm actually just backdashing here on wake up for no reason. Like,
it's the power of the fuzzy. Now Gregan getting that throw off of the momentum of 5K. Now nice wall splat, confirming the dire cloud as well. It's looking like a Kai round, at least at first, but Dig fighting back with those far slashes.
Getting tricked into blocking one time against the Bridget can definitely be a scary one. Nice throw there into the red RC. I think we do find a kill here, most likely. That was actually close. That red lightning did literally like 2 damage.
Yeah.
Poor
Great
Kai.
stuff right there.
They took all the fun out of this game when they took the damage away from Ride the Lightning. JS, we're in the blender now. We're in Dig's wheelhouse for sure.
Ooh,
there
the
it is.
DPOS, not just a safe jump, but a DPOS. Great stuff from Dig to get that wall splat and the hard knockdown as well. Oh, I like the 2K stagger.
I mean, Dig is such an OS animal. Like, out of all of the high-level players that we follow and we see here every single week, Dig is really one who is just so locked into option select. And Bridget is a character that really thrives in those option selecty situations.
Ooh, the counter hit dire cloud. Definitely wanted that to pick up. If we were a little closer to the wall, we would have gotten it. Dig decides to spend that burst that they don't have to stay in the corner any longer. Able to pick up off that 214S off that anti-air. Dig gets a wall break.
Good. PRC, Roger dive actually gets blocked out. Tricky move to block for sure. JH not going to be getting punished. The RC is just, Dig is so on top of it. The second that DP comes out, it's already being RC'd and punished. Trying to break through the fireball. Not going to win out this time though.
I like this from Gregan. Oh my god, that was a floor 10 run-up throw right there. We're getting the OTG forward as well.
No RC? No, the meaty tab does. Gregan's like, hey, I'm in your head. Don't forget. I'm in your head. I'm in your walls. I'm on your commute to work.
Gregan said, did you forget how many times I tried to throw you in those first 2 games? I'm not stopping.
Exactly. We're going to see if Dig can make the adaptations here. It is a very good situation. This, if you're going to make the reverse sweep happen, it has to start with a single game. And Gregan has gotten the prerequisite here. So we're going to see if they can make another Game 5 appear on our screens here before we make it in the top 8.
One box checked. We're going to get this pressure going with Wild Assault. Tried to DP that 2S. I respect it, but Dig able to punish it right after because of that quick recovery. Love using the break, the juggle just for a little bit longer to get the 214S return pickup. We got Gregan over here in the corner blocking the YRC. All right, Dig kind of turned something on in this round at least.
Dig might have gotten a little too comfortable in the autopilot there for that last game, but is definitely coming out swinging this time. What a 2K, wow. Thank you for not bursting. I was worried.
Respected Gregan for holding that burst because we definitely been seeing a lot of hero bursts tonight. I love that 5H trading right there with Gregan, or rather beating out the far slash right there.
You just throw a punish on the Fujirock as well. A good situation for Dig. We're seeing, or on the East Coast, we've got the pressure to run.
Ooh, that was looking like that was going to be cool. I hadn't seen that combo yet. That was going to be a cool pickup. 5D is going to be the mix. This is going to be some good damage, and it looks like it's going to be a kill as well. good stuff to dig, taking that one 3-1, but it was hard fought on Reagan's side. I love their Kai play, man. So many throws coming out there, pretty high middle stuff, but it was hitting. You can't, I mean, it was hitting with those fuzzy options on defense from Dig. So good. Able to get out of those super, you were saying those things that you wouldn't expect people to throw out, be able to get hit early on in the rounds. But when you got those fuzzy defense options, you're able to sneak away with some stuff.
Yep, absolutely. We've got some gamers cooking in. I see Valor down there on the bottom side of the bracket. Gyarados, Rin, Graygun, as we know, just went down there. A couple OEG gamers down there as well. We have 2 of our top 8 confirmed so far. Yo-Yo Master and Dig, 2 Bridget players speed running their way through the bracket, potentially going to be meeting at a later time. And until then, though, we are going to be taking a real quick break. We'll take a little, probably like 15 to 20 minute break here real quick. And then we will be getting into our top 8 once our bottom bracket catches up. And you all make sure to check out the bracket, check out the Discord, and we will catch you here in just a few. Hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone. We are here, Fightsticks and Flashkicks, number 78. I'm joined by the Jeek from the Jeekly. How you doing, buddy?
I'm here. I weaseled my way in. The door was open. I came in. I sat down. Pariah never kicked me out. So I guess we're going to stick with it, at least for this top 8.
We've been trying to ban this guy, but it hasn't worked out. We got some top 8 action. We got some Bridget players cooking it up. We've got Mark. We've got Dig. We've got... Where's my bracket? We've got Yo-Yo Master and Django. Yo-Yo Master and Django will be battling it off first. I mean, listen, I would love to see some Dig versus Yo-Yo Master grand finals. I think that would be pretty hype. Not to root against our other very, very strong players we got in the top 8 already, but it would be kind of cool.
I don't know. I don't know what we would have deserved to see 2 Bridget mirrors in one night, but I wouldn't necessarily complain myself.
We've had some awesome games already. A lot of game 5s tonight, which has been, you know, it's always a blessing and a curse. We had to cut one of our stream games earlier just to keep the train rolling, but there we go. I see Dig in the room. 4 Bridges. This is the worst top 8 in the history of forever. Thank you, Sergeant Frogger. I appreciate you, and you have a free pass to hate in my stream as much as you like. The amount of flack that poor Sergeant Frogger gets every time they're in a top 8 is incredible. They have a lifetime hater pass in the chat.
Oh yeah. Frogger representing that L felt, definitely one of the top L felts I know of, at least here on the NA side of things.
I can't think of a better L felt personally. Frogger, who's a better L felt than you?
Yeah,
let me put you on the spot.
And that's there are 2 types of players, right? Now Frogger could either name no one and say, "Oh, it's me," or they're gonna give you a list of 100 people.
That's fair. That's fair. Or the only real answer is you say Dig. Everyone's like, wait a second. Anima and Happy Gurge. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot about Anima.
Okay.
Put some respect on Anima.
And our score here. We are in our winners semifinals. First game of top 8. Let's see what this round start option is.
Now, I hate to admit it, but I think this matchup is actually even. I wish I could say that. I wish I could say Nago needs nerfs, 3-7 matchup, nerf Nago, but I think it actually is kind of even. Being able to tame that neutral down a little bit, as long as you guess right on defense, you get the high blood on Nago's side, and then you just control them down so well with all of your 2-3-6S yo-yo, with your looping Oki. So we'll see if that ends up panning out that way, or if Django's able to get some one-shots.
You know, we are kind of seeing it already when the situations play out where it's like, while Bridget does have a lot of good, like, mid-range neutral tools, is definitely not a zoner kit at the end of the day, right? So even when you get to that high blood, wow, rock the baby. Even when you get to that high blood, you know, you're not just sitting at full screen zoning Nago out, you're still getting in and getting some hits. But, man, Yo-Yo Master made that run look clean.
Yeah, great stuff. Definitely saw a lot of tricks in that first round 1, right? Able to weave in that rock the baby so early on, getting the grab when the 2-1-4S was out. And now we got a pickup here. I like Yo-Yo going for the reset instead of the wall break just yet. Able to get the pickup on the reset and then getting the wall break there. Now we got Django at half HP and them spending Fukio and their RC as well.
I love sending that full range Fukio back. You never really see that very often, how far a single Fukio will actually take you. But dodging out the 2S there on the round start. YRC comes in. Oh, man. Swings straight through the DP.
Yeah, Yo-Yo was looking for the super earlier, but then Django ended up picking that YRC. Django really picking a lot of defensive options with their system mechanics, at least so far in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a fireball Yo-Yo. A little bit misspaced. Django has gotten so unlucky, I feel like, on some of the spacings from their 2Ss in these situations. And unfortunately for that one, Yo-Yo Master is going to be coming out on top. Very nicely done. But I mean, on the exact opposite side, we've seen Yo-Yo Master get so unlucky with some of these throw timings as well. You know, we saw that red RC into delayed throw try to come out, but it just ended up whiffing. The red RC block sung a little bit too high for you.
It was that break, man. I guess our players got some cold hands. They didn't go stay warm in the training mode, but it's okay. We got one game out of the way. Both our players probably warmed up now, and Django's starting off strong with these bites.
Using that forward momentum from the Fukio. Keep on sliding in. DP out on the Fukio this time. Even with the bite coming in, you are popping.
Pop! And Yo-Yo was watching the blood, but Django with the hero burst right here, 5D PRC. I feel like we've seen that earlier from Django in a previous round, but Yo-Yo jumping out, able to weave in that 2K, gets the pickup as well while the Yo-Yo was already out. We're not going to get the kill here, but that positive bonus is going to be rolling, and we're only one hit away from taking this round.
These FDs doing so much work here. Ooh. Little mini rollback moment there, but these FDs doing so much work, pushing Django out just far enough to where that tap dust whiffs, forces the PRC usage.
Here we go. Rollback can't keep these combos from coming out. Django able to get the positive bonus rolling. We're even on our burst meter, but that positive bonus rolling in the low blood means that Django is going to be able to run away with this unless Yo-Yo spends their burst like they did. But we'll see if we're pressing a button here.
Oh, did get caught pressing a button. That's so tragic. Might have had enough. Oh, man. Might have been able to Kara and do an FD in that situation. Always remember, go ahead and hit the FD macro, even if you don't think that you can. Whenever that super flash comes in, sometimes you do get lucky. You're still in the first 3 frames of your special move there. Man, the pressure in the corner is looking rough here for Yo-Yo Master.
Yeah. Django getting that hard knockdown, gets the bite on the DP. Oh man, that one hurt, not just because you got hit, but dude, getting command grabbed through that DP, that's a mental hit, not just a round hit in the game, in the video game, but in your brain in real life. Ugh, that stings.
Yeah, absolutely. It can be a real scary situation, especially, I mean, Django is so on top of those command grab situations too. They love using that command grab. Honestly, I think a lot of Nagos should use their command grab a lot more than they do. And Django's really showing how that playstyle can come through.
I mean, especially when you have the meter to back it up, right? PRC keeps it safe if it whiffs, so... Ooh, I love that reroll right there from Yo-Yo, going to the layer 5 apparently. Doesn't get the overhead pickup right there. Django gets caught on the 2S, but we don't combo off of it. Great tech from Yo-Yo. We're going back to neutral here, but we got high blood on Django's side. We'll have to see how they act out of this pressure once Yo-Yo gets either a wall break or a reset here. Opts for the wall break.
Little wall break. Full burst available for both players. We could definitely see something come out, but Django is exercising some clarity there and not using the burst, even though the RC came out. Ooh, a whiff on the Beyblade. Chunk of blood spent. Yo-Yo Master taking advantage of it as well. Immediately we're running this mix and the burst comes out.
That was a deep hitting 2H right there, and I love that late cancel from Django, able to catch Yo-Yo Master out here. Now we got him over here in the corner, having to spend all that tension to try to FD out. The blood is getting cranked, but we're in Yo-Yo Master's face. We just need one hit while this risk is cranked, but we get the counter hit off 5H, and Yo-Yo gets a string for it.
Ooh, really cool combo. Resets with the frame kill on the 2K. I thought that was a dropped combo, and I think Django did too.
I thought it was too.
The 2K goes straight into the rock, the baby there. Incredible stuff from Yo-Yo Master. That's some deep lore. That's some deep lore Bridget tech. That might have just been a drop combo with a mash afterwards, but man, that hits 100% of the time if you ask me.
I was debating grabbing the sticky note right there and writing that one down. Great stuff, Yo-Yo Master right there. Taking that game. I mean, I love Yo-Yo Master's play. Such an aggressive Bridget, right? Like, they are always in your face. They are always trying to get you opened up with some kind of new mix. I mean, we just saw right there with that OTG 2K. Like, they are so aggressive.
Here we go, backdashing the throw on the round start. We know Django loves their strike throw.
I love that 6H right there. The 214S kept it safe. Django spent the burst so that we didn't have to stay in the corner, and Yo-Yo spent it so that they did have to stay in the corner.
Absolutely. Aggressive use of burst, these far slashes, beating out the Fukios has been such a core part of Yo-Yo's game plan. Ooh, what a tech there.
Great tech right there from Django. Heads up on that defense. Even though we're low HP, we're still playing the game. But Yo-Yo gets that next hit, spends that Roman cancel to close it out.
Was trying to go in for that Fukio in into 2H once again. Was a little bit too slow this time around. Yo-Yo Master getting caught by a close slash on the backdash there. This is a scary situation to be in. The man grab's got to be here any second now. There it is. Nice read.
Strange interaction with that deflect shield right there. Django able to stay in Yo-Yo Master's face, but we're not complaining about it because we're winning the neutral so far. Django spending that burst, trying to take this round. We're at low HP on Yo-Yo Master's side. Django just wants one more hit.
DPRC coming in. The 2S gets spaced out. Red RC. We should have plenty of blood to secure the kill here. Django's looking to bring us to a game 5.
There we go. Great stuff on Django's side, closing that one out. I love that 5K round start, trying to keep Yo-Yo Master jailed in off of something, but that low 2K weaves into the 6H. Yo-Yo Master gets the wall break for it. We're getting both of our burst meters built up on each side, but going straight into the overhead.
Fast cancel into the overhead here. Definitely a worrisome situation for Yo-Yo Master. Wants to get out of the corner as soon as possible. Has a lot of meter. Fire sees the option, finds a close slash. Respectable. Does this catch your backdash?
Hopefully not. If you're a Yo-Yo Master fan, at least the 5D is going to be the mix. Close slash keeps this combo going, but Django isn't out of it yet. We're about to get our burst back, so we have at least one more guess.
Sliding forward on that full hit Fukio, and the clone just beats out the DP Raw. Game 5 here for our first game of top 8.
Django said, "Hey, Pariah, I heard you like Game 5s. Well, let me show you something. Let me show you something." Also, something I want to point out about Django is, remember we were saying, hey, they haven't gone for any DPs.
Yep. They've definitely increased that number quite significantly.
Yeah. They said bet. Now we'll see if they get a little more aggressive on these round starts. I really like Django's round starts because they're pretty calm and reserved. Of course, right there, as I was talking about, they went for the DP. And great punish from Yo-Yo Master right there after the backdash on the round start.
Yo-Yo Master's getting a little bit braver with some of these DPs on wake-ups as well. Jackie, thank you so much. Big shout-outs to our lovely TO Jackie for holding down the fort. We'll definitely do. Thank you. Top 8 will go smoothly, thanks to your commitment here on Thursday. Colon 3's in the chat if you got them.
Jackie's got to go complete their community center before the year ends. They got to make the granddad proud on the farm.
Oh, almost a pop coming in. I like these JP cancels. Finding a little bit of mix. You're bursting with that high blood.
Man, Django felt like a hero for a second, but we may be regretting that once Yo-Yo connects with that frame trap break. Great stuff to close out that round.
Throw does get baited out here. Nice fuzzy jump. Yo-Yo Master is holding up back.
Ooh. That was a cool cross-up JK. I think that was a true combo, but that was still awesome how we were able to swap sides right there. Great stuff, Yo-Yo. I like Django's use of the flex shield in general, but right there, Yo-Yo able to get the better side of it.
Oh, what a mix. That's beautiful. The fake safe jump into the Roger dive. The flashy finish with the super. 3-2 for Yo-Yo Master, running away with it there.
Yeah, great stuff, Yo-Yo Master. Spending all that meter for the photo finish as well. We see you. We see you. We go to Game 5. We're going to make it worth it. So we see you, Yo-Yo Master. Now, I hope you guys like Bridget. I hope you're buckled in because we got another one coming right up.
That we do. We've got Dig coming in versus Mark. They are already here. It's an ABBA time. And listen, Dig said this to me while we were at Combo Breaker this year, and I, Worst Burst NA, asked to leave the venue. Oh no. Dig said this to me at Combo Breaker, and it has been words that I've lived by ever since. Every ABBA is a threat, and you have to respect it, because this character is crazy.
Yeah, of course, Bridget, the character that controls the neutral, once, ABBA's in her normal form, you can kind of keep her locked down with 214S and far slashes. But once you get into that install, man, it's no character deals with DP better than DI ABBA running up in your face doing the armored move. So
yeah. And this is just a great situation to be in. ABBA has no meter currently. Will have to spend at least 50 of their meter on a red wild assault or a red RC combo, but can definitely get into an install, but may just be a dead round here.
So that JS connected, but if you caught that, that was actually a 3-hit fuzzy that Dig was going for because they had 100 meter. Jump canceling that second hit of JS into JP, but we're trying to fight back. Mark is trying to keep something going.
No.
The counter hit bar slash is going to go ahead and break the wall for us here. That's a lot of red on Dig's HP bar.
And just remember, whenever an ABBA player tells you that when you run out of meter, it's really bad for you, this was an ABBA that had no meter in the jealousy gauge bar. Just not but 10 seconds ago. What a heroic burst coming in from Dig. Said enough of this.
Great stuff. I mean, we went down to the last hit, though, right there. Mark tried to rob that round. Dig definitely wanted close slash right there for the counter hit on the whiff grab. We got far slash. Mark went ahead and bursted. We're going back to neutral here, but we're trying to keep Mark locked down with this 2-1-4S. Great defense on Mark's side. Anyone would be getting hit here, apparently, except Mark.
Yeah, Mark is really locked in on the defense. Does get hit finally with a good counter hit. Even with ABBA's HP, this is going to be a good amount of damage.
Don't forget, we're playing an anime fighter here. I love that empty hop low right there from Dig to go ahead and get the wall break. We got the hard knockdown as well. It looks like that deep JK is going to cut it for us. Dig goes ahead and takes his first game.
Dig is having to crunch through this health bar in these games. Oh, Gyarados on Jacko? Yeah. Dragon is on Kai. Kensei is on Kai. Kaneda is on Johnny.
Oh, unless they're going to swap around.
Good. They could swap around. Kaneda could be an Axel for all we know. I'm pretty sure Kaneda's played Testament before. They could whip it out. You never know.
There we go. That's that combo we saw earlier against Dig's previous opponent. Going ahead and getting that jump cancel close slash JK. Mark is stuck over here in the corner. We're trying to fight out. I love even on hit of 2-3-6S, Mark is still hitting that dash macro saying, hey, I'm going to pull up on you as long as I have Jealous Rage.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to capitalize on that Jealous Rage while you have it. These block strings from Dig are just so potent. You know, if you're not super familiar with the matchup and the kind of buttons that you can low crush, ABBA has a lot of privilege, but you got to be able to execute on that privilege.
Trying to catch a fuzzy option right there. Dig goes for the close slash out of that wild assault setup, but Mark just keeps their defense clean, able to mash out with that 4-frame 2P. We're trying to get something opened up with this Jealous Rage. It's cranking down, and Dig is on the offensive, blocking that YRC for their trouble. Is probably going to get a wall break here.
Yeah, really good YRC coming in. At least the punish for it. Once again, no jealousy meter, but we've seen all you need is a 2P. And that whole thing could be changing around. You're going to be looking for it, but you're in the blender right now. Dig's about to hit back up to 50 meter again.
Oh man, Mark so great on that defense. The risk was super cranked. We're in baby ABBA, but we got combos. Going ahead, going straight into our JR right here. Got Dig over here in the corner. Red RC lets us confirm that the burst came out. Mark takes that round, and we're going to the round 3 for this game.
I said you're dead jokingly, by the way. You weren't actually supposed to be dead there. If we lived in a just universe, you were not actually dead there. But unfortunately, this is the universe we've been dealt. Nice counter hit on the install, though.
The rare time that the commentator was actually right. You know?
There we go. Gonna pop out of the install here. Has not had many opportunities to get the manual uninstall. Nice punish on the BRC.
I was telling you earlier, Dig is so good at looking for those BRCs. Reacted right there to the burst meter, gets the back throw for it, and now we're going to get a wall break for it as well. 100 meter, we're going to cash out a little bit, get that hard knockdown rolling. Only one more hit, but Mark's got a lot of meter on their side. We'll see how they spend it.
Ooh, gold burst gets blocked out. You're only -2, though. That's why we always say if you're going to burst, it might as well be golden. This time, it did not work out for you, unfortunately.
Man, great stuff right there. I mean, we ended up going down to that last round, and I mean, the comment on what you were saying earlier, what Dig was saying, Dig is right. Abba's always a threat, you know? We get that
Absolutely.
little bit of meter. We wake up, we gold burst. He said it's only -2. We still got that tension rolling. And then even if you're half HP against Abba with Jealous Rage, that's kill percent. You may as well be on a pixel.
Absolutely. Gotta be careful with it, especially as the low health characters. Marky is gonna have to work a little bit more to make something happen here. Would love to see some of those the low crushes, the dash throughs. But it's all just so situational. There's a big one.
Pretty ballsy round start right there from Mark. Dig wants to spend the burst so we can try to get some kind of resemblance of calmness here. Mark spends that burst, goes right back into the install. Tries to keep that super to get Dig jailed back at all if we can help it. But Dig with that Abari 2K is able to get the neutral back on their side. Starts weaving in these throws kind of early.
There's a lot of HP to go through still, as we've seen. It does take Bridget a long time to kill this Abba character. So plenty of opportunities for Marky to make something happen. We're in the install, you're in the corner. Donzai's gonna... We got you on the high-low, but you gotta be careful with those Donzais. That's gonna lose you about a third of your jealousy gauge.
Oh, far slash counter hit right there. Mark tried to go for an early install, but Dig able to call it out. Whiffing that far slash back right there. Dig gets a throw for their trouble. Yo-Yo is set. We're building up the burst for possibly a wild assault setup if we can get a normal string going. But of course, the counter hit means we can just go for a basic combo here. Great stuff on Dig's side.
It does answer the tried and true question, can you jump over their far slash? Unfortunately, Bridget hits a little bit higher. There's a lot of far slashes you can jump over with them. Excuse me. But you got to be careful on the ones that you can't. 7 gold letters here for Dig, looking to tie us out with a 3-0 victory, but Marky still has a chance to make this happen.
Yeah, Mark fighting back here. Dig weaving in these wild assaults when it seems best to do so. Mark wants to spend that burst. I've said it before, Abba definitely one of the better characters post-burst, right? Able to go into that install basically for free. But here, Dig was able to control the neutral a little bit, waited for that JR to go all the way down. Now we got Mark here in a combo. We're going to get this positive bonus rolling.
Just barely had enough burst for that wild assault as well. Scary situation for Marky. Going to try to escape. You have no meter to work with. The red RC, though, off of the throw is going to be plenty. And, you know, sometimes the commentators are right. We are going to be getting a Dig versus Yo-Yo Master winners finals.
There we go. There we go. 2 rights in a row, man. I guess we got some bad calls coming up. We'll have to see.
I've been labbing my commentator curse. Don't worry. We've got Kaneda versus Kensei coming up now. And then up next, we're going to have Gragon. The other Gragon.
That's right, the other one.
Gyarados. Glad to see some of these players making it here into the top 8. We're going to be moving down to our bottom bracket, our loser side. Kaneda versus Kensei. Reaction through Abba Blue Wild Assault. I need a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, if anyone's going to react to Blue Wild Assault, it's going to be Dig, apparently. Apparently. But here, we got some cool players coming on the screen. Kensei low-key one of the better guys to do it, at least in recent times, would you say?
Yeah, Kensei's really, really good. They have been a mainstay of the FNF brackets, and just a very terrifying Kai in general. Hold their own against players like Mike Saftig and Danny nearly every week. And the only thing that I always call Kensei out is that they are a 2P enjoyer for sure.
Ooh, yeah, they love that button. I'm actually so happy you said that because I pointed that out before too. They love 2P, man.
They love 2P. And that's okay. And, you know, they make it work for them. Double dire clock going through the wall. We do get the Johnny here from Kaneda. Go.
Here we go, Stun Dipper, Red RC. I gotta say, Pariah, you've said before that the Stun Dipper is the Disney Fast Pass, and I've stolen that. I'll admit, I've stolen that since you said that.
It's so true. You know, it's something that came from our band beginner brackets that they always called it that, and
right,
it stuck with me. That's one of the first things I ever heard. The first calls I ever heard for this game is just that's the Disney Fast Pass. You know. You get to skip the line, go straight to the front, get on the ride early, start running your pressure, whatever you need.
Here we go. This has been quite the scrambly game right here, or at least we've been taking our turns back and forth of who's been in the driver's seats. Kensei spending that burst to try to keep Kaneda over here in the corner. Fuja Arc, Red RC is surely going to be a lot of damage, if not the round, and the Vapor Thrust confirms it. We're going to the next round.
Kensei taking first blood in this situation. Very, very nicely done, but Kaneda still has a lot of game ahead of them. Fireballs are doing good. Stun Dipper as well. Johnny, without that dash block, can be in a really rough situation. Kai is, look at that, doing the Fireball into the Stun Dipper specifically to call out some of those blocking options.
Great stuff from Kensei. And I love that using the Stun Dipper from a range like that, where even if it whiffs, you're able to use the PRC to keep it safe and threaten Kaneda in the air. We get a pickup off here. I love the 2K to juggle that combo just a little bit longer to get Kaneda over here in the corner. Once we get that counter hit, we have to get Kaneda to burst to go ahead and go back to the normal game here. These misfinders are connecting, though.
Here we go. And this game can be such a story of Fuja Arc versus Vault Deal. It's such a scary couple of buttons to interact with. We do find a good hit here. We find the kill, not quite, just a pixel of HP left.
Here we go. The BRC slowdown made that string right there pretty ominous. Great stuff from Kaneda getting that round right there. Now, Kensei does have the lead in terms of burst meter. We'll have to see if they're able to utilize that in an offensive way.
That jump cancel. Nice counter hit, earning a burst out nice and early. We'll pick up off the 6K, and this is the pickup on that backdash as well. But we got in the corner, and that's all that matters.
Here we go. But Kensei holding the W key, able to get Kaneda back to the other side of the screen. Gyro Klato applied that shock state. I love Kaneda still fighting back with these bar slash normals, but man, the whiff grab is gonna hurt.
Scary situation. Dire Clot through the wall. Shock state is applied. Let me give you a little bit of extra frame data, and this is a clean confirmed Kensei. Not known to drop those. Very few Kai players at this level are out here dropping their BMBs. Kensei is going to be taking it 1-0 so far.
And I wonder if that was a reaction right there from Kensei, or if that was just a 4P confirm, you know? Like, I don't know what side you're going to be on, but I'm going to hit you with my hand, and I'm going to turn into a combo.
Absolutely.
Great stuff confirming off of that 6P.
Alrighty, getting into it. Game 2 here in our Losers Top 8 Round 1. Oh, missed the 5K for the full pickup there, unfortunately. 6K does connect here, though. Finds a meaty close slash afterwards. Kaneda's having a little bit of a hard time with a couple of these pickups. Johnny has some tricky stuff in those pickups for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely the story of this game so far, right? Kaneda making some good decisions in neutral, good decisions on their offense. They're going to take this round right here. But there's been, you know, I'm not a Johnny player, but a few interactions where, you know, it hasn't really picked up a lot, where Kensei, you know, they're getting 6Ps and they're killing you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's one of those things, the consistency of Kai is something that we talk about a lot, where it's like the character is so consistent, and while it doesn't auto-kill you off in 2 interactions every time, will usually get you in 4 and off of very consistent buttons, right? You're not really out here fishing for a perfect counter hit close slash or 2H like this one. Oh, no, actually dropped.
Yeah, definitely wanted that 2K to juggle just a little bit longer to try to get the wall break, but hey, the HP difference does not lie. Kensei is still in the lead right here. Kaneda's going to have to fight uphill for a minute, and they're starting off strong, it seems.
Going for the overhead mix, the triple overhead mix off of the Nsenga RC here. Going for a low, the backdash beats the throw, and the OTG into the 5K. Kensei still cooking. Had more combo in the tank, too.
Great stuff right there from Kensei, keeping it cool even though the momentum was looking like it was going into Kaneda's favor. Kaneda definitely starting off strong here. We got Kensei over here in the corner. We got the card applied, but that counter hit 6P is going to invalidate things.
Gary here A little tech throw in the corner. Does find something off of the little bit of a interesting double jump situation there. Red RC. No, the shimmy was so late.
Yeah, so late. Great stuff right there. Double dire clap to get the wall break as well. Kaneda definitely has a lot of resources. We'll have to see how they spend them. Goes for the reset with this card set. Kensei's over here in the corner. They've been doing well for themselves jumping out of the corner so far. So we'll have to see.
Oh no! Red RC, unfortunately that fumble is going to be your last. Kensei goes up 2-0 off of that. Absolutely tragic there. Had some really good setups in the corner, but just fell a little bit short on the damage.
You got to give Kensei some credit. They are really representing backdash on defense super well, at least when they're there in the corner, right? I feel like in that game alone, it was something like at least two, maybe even three backdashes turning into back throws on Kensei's side. So great stuff. Either guessing right or they just know when the backdash. They're clean with it.
Yep.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
See? Far slash round start and does find a shimmy of their own here for Kaneda.
Yeah, Kaneda says, you're going to shimmy me, I'm going to shimmy you back. I'll show you, friend, how it's done. But great DP right there from Kensei, not holding that fake string.
You know, Kai players are really pulling out this instant jump JH a lot more. This is one of the old classic Danny techs that really a lot of people have not been doing lately, but I've noticed this past couple of weeks, a lot of Kai players have been incorporating that back into their rotation very consistently.
RTL for the hard knockdown, goes for the 5K fake safe jab to throw. Kaneda ends up getting a little mileage after backdashing it. Ooh, I like the FD coming out from Kensei's side. The tech throw means we're going back to neutral here, but 5D is going to be the mix. We're getting opened up with that red RC.
Such a beautiful and fast misfire cancel into tick throw attempt, and Kensei was just there with the mash to prevent it. Really, really good stuff from Kensei, being locked in on the potential options. 5P anti-air.
Kaneda representing backdash of their own on defense, but Kensei able to call it out right there. But what's their name? It's Kaneda, and they're hitting you with a wake-up super.
Those J's in the chat does catch the backdash with a close slash as well. This is a safe jump situation. Ride the lightning is going to connect for sure. No meter for the full combo, but does at least escape the corner for the time being. It puts you back on the West Coast.
Now, Kaneda is down around here. I do like Kensei going to that wild assault to try to rob the burst from Kaneda so that they're able to get the positive bonus, but we still have burst. We still have 100 meter. We got to spend this. We can try to close out this round.
Kensei doing a really good job trying to bait out the YRC. No meter to confirm, but you do find a throw very close there.
Got a little spooky. Not going to lie, got a little spooky, but hey, ain't nothing but a thing. We take those.
Find anything here. Kaneda needs a couple more good interactions like that, but that starter is a scary one, especially with the damage that Kai can put out.
Kensei using that wild assault for the hard knockdown as well. Lets us get that 5K safe jab right there. Kaneda trying to get some mix with this PRC. Definitely getting a lot of mileage off of throw in this game, but the back throw from Kensei means we're going to carry Kaneda to the other side of the wall. We're going to get our own positive bonus looping.
No hard knockdown. Kaneda does have burst advantage at the moment, but Kensei has a lot of meter to work with. You can get just about anything done in this game with 100 meter, but a golden burst. Oh no. Tries to gamble it all on a 6K into the reversal super. Nicely done, but Kensei was just too locked in.
Now, if that hit, that would have been sick. But great stuff from Kensei blocking that out right there. Yeah, okay, I didn't want to say it out loud, but Kaneda's saying in the chat right now, I did 214 and got super. I was wondering, I'm not very familiar with Johnny Button, but I was wondering if maybe there was a universe where that was a, quote unquote misinput, or, ArcSys, net code or ArcSys game code in the background.
SOCD moment.
Yeah, SOCD moment. But I mean, I don't know. Kaneda was playing pretty well there.
Yeah,
I wonder if it was just, it just got a little scrambly, and I wonder if Kai just plays better in the scramble, or at least Kensei did right there, able to take out that game.
Yeah, absolutely. Kensei definitely accomplished the having it be in that scrambly situation, but still keeping the consistency that Kai Kisuke can really output in those situations is a beautiful, beautiful thing. We're going to get Gyarados skill in here. Going up against Gargan Monkey. Excuse me.
It's going to be quite the top 8. Quite the top 8 we're going to see tonight. Man, I'm personally, I'm a little biased. I'm looking forward to that Bridget Mirror, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I may be the only one in this whole stream right now, but I'm looking forward to that Bridget Mirror.
Listen, I am a big fan of watching Dig play, and we'll be able to put to test some of the stuff that we had seen on the previous Bridget Mirror that we saw Yo-Yo Master playing in, and see if Dig can really live up to some of that hype that we were laying out there. All right, Gargan Monkey against Gyarados skill. Don't get the names twisted. Another Kai Kisuke player. Ooh, Wild Assault into the jump cancel. I think that's one of the coolest applications of the red Wild Assault is that the fact you can jump cancel it and get some really cool mix out of it. If not very fake mix.
Yeah, definitely cool though. Definitely cool. It doesn't matter if it's fake as long as it's cool. But man, while we were talking, Gyarados sped run that round. I'm gonna keep it a buck. They kind of played. That was a Jacko round. They definitely sped run that one.
Jacko players just be like that sometimes. You know, you give them an inch, they will take a mile. One of my favorite Jacko player quotes was back when I was first learning the game. I joined the Jacko Discord to try to learn the character, and one of the players had said, you know, it doesn't matter if I have a win condition as long as my opponent has a lose condition. I don't need a game plan. They just need to lose.
That is bars right there. Gyarados blocking out that stun dipper, trying to get these bots set up. I like the patience from Dragon right there, not getting caught by any frame traps on the command attacks.
And this one minion is putting in absolute work right now. Second one is out. The flex shield is going to knock you back a little bit, but...
Ooh, I love that heads up right there, going under the stun edge with 2D. Great stuff from Gyarados. We are at chip percent right now. Dragon's going to go ahead and have to hold FD on every hit, if not just get a stray hit connecting right there. Gyarados takes that first game pretty, what's the word? Convincingly right there.
Yeah, I mean, Gyarados is such a scary Jacko player, and really does a good job of adapting between the varieties of Jacko playstyles in order to kind of call out what you know. You know, they do a lot of knowledge checks, but they'll kind of cycle through them to an extent where it'll be like, hey, okay, do you know how to deal with this corner pressure sequence? Do you know how to deal with this? And they're so efficient, and if you're learning on the fly or trying to figure out some of the Jacko matchup stuff on the fly, it is a scary place to be.
Great 4P right there from Gyarados. Getting a bomb set up right there.
You know,
one Jacko player, King Africa, is someone who is pretty well known for those bomb setups. I love seeing them come out when they can, but Dragon gets this stun dipper red RC confirmed. Gyarados wants to spend their burst to go back to neutral.
Wow, assault through the wall, hard knockdown. Looking good for the Kai. This is a safe jump, but does the hit gram go through? It does. Might have gotten caught hitting a button on the slow reversal there.
Yeah, possibly. Great stuff right there. Gyarados able to get that super in, but Dragon said, ain't nothing but a thing. I'm still going to win this round. It's going to take me a little bit longer before it happens.
Absolutely. Really good stuff coming in as well. Gyarados now, though, on the offensive, and you're in the corner, just waiting out a button there. You know when the Jacko is like not just mindlessly running their pressure, they're waiting for you to pick an option. You know things are getting scary. The tick throw comes in after the armor goes onto the minions. This is the Gyarados classic. And the throw OTG does so much damage. It is insane how much damage that does.
And that's so unfortunate on Dragon's side, because getting grabbed to that DP, you're like, okay, I guess I'll just block. I'll hold block. You want me to block? I'll do it. And then you get grabbed again. It's like, oh, man. But we're going for the reset with the charge stun edge right there. Get the counter hit on the jump normal, confirming in the RTL. This is looking like a Dragon round. We only need one more hit, but we do have resources on Gyarados' side.
There we go. Nice. Does find the air stall into the JH. Dragon Monkey is going to be tying us up 1-1. It is a shame that Ride the Lightning didn't deal any damage there, but
Great stuff right there. I mean, I wonder if what exactly was the change? What was the adaptation right there on Gregan's side? Because I mean, we went from a convincing Jacko round to I would say a convincing Kai round.
I mean, I think that at this kind of level, it is kind of what it shakes out to in a lot of situations where it's just both players are winning on offense. And
Yeah.
when you get on offense, you're just winning the game. And if you
Sure.
can trick your opponent into giving you a turn back, then you have a chance. But like, it has really just been, they're both just winning on offense. Whoa, interesting moment here. Okay.
At first, I was going to comment on how we were blocking for what felt like 20 seconds there.
Yeah.
If you block for more than 2 seconds in Guilty Gear, you know that you're both in each other's heads.
Oh, yeah.
But here we go, Gregan winning out on that situation. Gyarados getting low HP. We try to get open up off that on-hit 2K running into the grab with great tech from Gyarados, and now we're fighting back with our bots.
Or did miss one of the minions, but we're going to block the fireball with this one. Nice. 6P does catch on the cross-up a little bit there, but no counter hit. The PRC into 2P is getting real scrambly real fast. The backdashes are coming in. The throw gets teched. Another one. And the close slash this time.
Okay, that was a really scrambly round. You were not kidding. Great stuff to Gregan for keeping it calm right there. But whiffing that DP means Gyarados is going to go ahead and get a reset and a decent amount of damage. Not a punish on that shimmy, though.
Baits the throw, but no punish, sadly. The scary situation to be in, like you said earlier, chip amount of HP left, and the minions aren't going anywhere. You gotta be real careful when you swing into these. And clapping with a minion in your hand while you're in the air is a scary one. Not something you super expect. Gyarados mixing up their options
super
nicely.
tricky. It's so tricky when they end up going for those commands while holding the bot. Great stuff for Gyarados right there. Able to get our bot through the charge stun edge. Gregan is here stuck in the corner. I love that little stutter step up to try to weave in the grab. Good stuff to Gyarados, and now we're getting our pressure rolling.
And this IAD back into minion kick is just so effective. Gonna find an extra little hit here, and the OTG is just enough. That's crazy. Not even a chance to burst. Gyarados is going up 2-1. Looking to make some more stuff happen here. I mean, that OTG, I'm not used to beardless pariah. It's okay. I'm still getting used to it. My face has finally figured out, like, kind of how to exist. I had that bearded guy face thing going on for a while, though. It's like when you grow a beard, all the muscles.
What do you mean by that? The bearded guy face,
So like when a guy with a beard shaves their face, right? They always look weird. But my theory is that it's not just that they look weird because you're used to them having facial hair. I think their face like literally forgets how to face underneath their beard. And so like my face, I'm like droopy. I don't know how to like operate my lips properly because I'm not used to people seeing my lips. And so it took me a little bit. I'm starting to work on it. I'm on my Mew streak, you know.
Well, here we go. Gyarados says, I don't know what you're talking about, but here's a wake-up super for your trouble. Nice PRC to keep that stun dipper safe. I like Gregan getting the 6P right after as well, catching the recovery frames of Gyarados. Great mash, though, not holding that pressure fully. 5D was going to be the mix, but no confirm after.
Yep, 5D comes in, but no meter to make it happen. A couple of interesting interactions there. Saw Gyarados with a 2K, not confirming into the 2D as well. Nice little 2P as well. Man, Gyarados is doing such a good job escaping this corner pressure. And I mean, Jacko, you throw there? Why would you throw instead of getting a full punish?
I thought for a second that they were going to get a combo off that throw after getting the mortar bot. I don't know if there's a cool setup you can do with that. Great job blocking that gold burst, but only -2 like you said before. Gregan was able to DP out.
This is like a fresh kind of hell. This is some wild, this is some of the scrambliest, like just scratching each other's face off Guilty Gear that I've seen in a long time. Really good stuff from Gyarados coming out on top through thick and thin.
Yeah, it may be 10 p.m. Central right now, but these players are treating it like breakfast right now. We're scrambling, man.
Very true. Alrighty, next up, we are going to get Yo-Yo Master versus Dig up in the winners finals.
Oh man, any other Bridget Mirror fans in the chat? There's got to be at least one more. Come on, can't just be me. I bet even our players are like, I'd rather play someone else.
Get Yo-Yo Master and Dig. Then we're gonna get Mark against Kensei. Up next. And make sure to fix this. So make sure that they get checked in properly. I will start the match. I like watching the Bridget mirror. Because no matter what, you're going to see a Bridget lose. At least because I know at least one Bridget player is not having fun in it. There you go. I knew where meta was going on that one.
There we go. Pariah one step ahead. What can you say? The commentators have been right all night tonight, man.
Yeah. Gotta lab that commentator curse. What can I say? We've got our winners finals here. Yo-Yo Master starting off aggressive.
And I wonder how we're going to see this play out because, I was commenting earlier and you just said it right there. Yo-Yo is aggressive. Dig is... They can, they're flexible. They can be aggressive. They can be defensive. I think Dig's a fairly well-balanced player in general. Not trying to glaze. But Yo-Yo Master out here, they're just going to run up on you, and they're going to keep going until you figure out what their pressure is going to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Dig is definitely an adaptable player, lots of patience, but Yo-Yo Master, with that early aggression, is coming out on top so far. It's funny because every Bridget player I've met is a pretty nice person, so I'm really just being a dick. It's okay. There are some characters...
I have not met a single mean Bridget player. It's actually a really good point.
There's a lot of characters that your player base has to be nice and lovable, or like they would just be ostracized from the FGC. Happy Chaos is a great example of this, where the majority of Happy Chaos players are like very lovable.
Yeah, I mean, think about how much love Leffen gets. One of the best Happy Chaoses out there.
Yeah, we love Big Left.
They actually say off that, though, Potemkin players are like that. Potemkin's always really nice people. But they will heavenly you. They do not not care in game.
Yep, and they will laugh their ass off while they're doing it.
Great back throw right there from Dig on the scooter right there, and then also getting the DPOS. But this Roger dive Red RC means Yo-Yo's going to get a decent amount of damage, but Dig trades their burst instead.
Now watch for those returning Yo-Yos. Dig opting for some more of the Fireball Yo-Yos we're seeing. YRC comes in. Just want my turn back now, please. But the 2S connects.
That Fireball Yo-Yo is pretty good if you're the second person throwing it, right? Because when Bridget has her Yo-Yo sets, if you have to block anything, the Yo-Yo comes back to you. So if you're the second Bridget throwing a Yo-Yo and it's a 2-3-6S, then you're able to control the neutral a lot more effectively.
Yep, and that 6P coming in, putting in dividends. Oh, but it just clashes when Dig does the same thing back. Actually, so tragic. Air Throw says, I want to stay on this side of the screen. Jesto into the corner. Tick throw moment. And is going to be getting a full combo as well.
Teeny bit of a drop, but we're not going to cry about that. We still got Dig here in the corner. Roger dive for the air stall means that we're going to get a nice hit here. Dig goes for a full combo off of this for the most damage they can. Tries to go for a reset, but Yo-Yo jumping out of it with that Roger dive and whiff punishes with 5-8.
That's a scary situation. Burst is available. You got to find somewhere to use it, but it's not going to come out in time. Yo-Yo Master takes game 1.
Yeah, I don't blame Dig really for holding on to that right there because Yo-Yo Master was trying to go for a route off of that close slash that could possibly... Well, they threatened a route off of that close slash that would have baited the burst. Of course, they went for the 2H to just close the round. But yeah, I can't blame Dig for holding on to that burst.
Getting into it, game 2. Yo-Yo Master gets first blood on the cabinet. 2S round start for Dig. The IBs, Yo-Yo Master's really locked into these IBs in the mirror. Doesn't really get too much out of them except for a little bit of spacing like we were saying earlier, but...
It's a power move at the very least. You can't ignore the fact that when you're in the mirror and your opponent is IBing your pressure, they're 6P'ing your offense, you can't ignore the mental hits of that.
For sure. Ace Red RC has a lot of meter to work with here. Oh, didn't quite get the right routing, but does find another big counter hit. Red RC will be plenty. Dig takes the first round.
Great stuff right there from Dig. We were saying how they can be flexible, right? That first game was a little bit more of neutral control. It didn't pay off. This game is a lot more about murder.
Yeah, for sure. Nice, connects to the 2S. Dig pushing things into the corner aggressively here with the scooters. 2H finds its counter hit on the Roger dive.
Yeah, Dig said, I see your air stall and I will raise you a 2H that hits you no matter what option you pick. So great stuff right there from Dig, getting the hard knockdown for it. But Yo-Yo backdashing that safe jump.
Huge. Waiting out the deflect shield there. Good stuff from Dig. Tying it up 1-1.
A little bit of an option select right there, right? Baiting out the deflect shield, baiting out possibly a YRC attempt from Yo-Yo Master, who had 50 tension. So a lot of options you can cover right there on Dig's side just by doing nothing. You know, there's a Krakatoa, a well-known Faust player, previously for Strive, more so for Accent Core nowadays, had a video once, and he said, you know, I'm going to probably mess up the wording, but something along the lines of, think about what you could have gotten out of the situation if you had just done nothing. And I think that's what Dig represented right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, hello, Happy Rio. We do got the Bridget Mirror here in Winners Finals. Dig with a huge bait on the DP. Gonna optimize this combo a little bit. Actually opting for the Oki to get a little bit of extra damage, potentially off of another pickup.
Ooh, I love that 2P check right there from Yo-Yo Master. 2P really good in the mirror for checking your opponent when they're a little bit closer than far slash range, because you can catch them on the startup of those far-reaching normals if they decide to press them.
Absolutely. Big counter hit, getting another decently heroic burst out from Yo-Yo Master. Unfortunately, the burst is going in the bag, so we're going to the next round in Dig's favor.
Yeah, Dig, you know, not really respecting the hit stun off of that 214S because it's not a lot of hit stun. Mashing that 6B and able to close it out. 236S coming out from both of our players right here, but 6B is keeping Yo-Yo Master jailed over here in the corner. I think that both of our players in this set so far have shown that they can really, they're really good at getting out of the corner. They're really good at mixing up how to jump out and Roger dive and options such as that.
Yeah. Definitely they know when to take their turn back. Nice DPs coming in as well. Keep the Yo-Yo scooter a little safer, but a red RC off this counter hit should be plenty of damage. Roll the credits. Dig is going up 2. Oh, a little audio bug. Love that. Dig going up 2-1 so far with a decisive change after that first game. You know, went down that first game, but ever since then has just looked so clean and so decisive.
Yeah, I mean, we were commenting it on it earlier. You know, Dig is adaptable. You know, if Yo-Yo known for that, you know, well, I've been saying it so, you know, tonight. I think they're known for that offense, for that pressure. If you're putting them on the back burner, putting them on the back foot, making them play defense, you're maybe putting them in a little bit of a zone where they're not very comfortable.
Yeah, doing a good job just calling out some of these options. A little bit of an odd roll there. And also just doing a huge job. Look at these micro dash forward IBs, finding the big counter hits in the middle of these strings. And these 2Hs, what can you say, you know? Well, you've seen the Roger dives beat out the 2H a couple of times, but when you're doing the 2H later than the Roger dive starts, such a scary option.
Yo-Yo Master representing that deflect shield on the safe jump from Dig's side, using PRC to try to keep things safe. Gets the throw in the scramble here, baits out the DP. 5H is going to be the punish because we get to cancel with the roll. We're going to take a wall splat with that 6H for the most damage we possibly can.
I'm really enjoying how the spacing is playing out in this matchup so far, where even on a DP punish, the best thing that you're getting is a counter hit close slash. Or not close slash, sorry, far slash, right? Like, you're not actually getting your full, like, run-up close slash starter. You're just opting for the far slash starter in a lot of these situations. They're just not really spending any time. 2H counter hit for Yo-Yo Master this time, though.
Great stuff. Yo-Yo Master decided to go for JH right there. that allows him to have BRC for the post wall break. Dig just walking back slowly, saying, "Hey, you got to do something crazy here." JS swapping sides right there. Great stuff on Dig's side. Able to turn that air-to-air into some corner pressure. Yo-Yo Master wants to spend burst to keep this game in their favor.
The 2H whiffs there. Big 2S counter hit coming in for Dig, though. Finds a close slash as well. Dig has burst to work with. Oh, drop the combo. But finds a cheeky little American reset. Also, big shout outs to Morty. Thank you for the raid. Hopefully, Smoke Sessions went amazing for you. Give me 1 second, I'll get this read out for you. It's just Morty. The self-proclaimed pothead boomer of the FGC is back with more Smoke Sessions. They've been training for EVO, kinda, and hosting high-flying Guilty Gear tourneys with a side of cheeky banter. From celebrating July 4th to embracing their inner boomer, Morty's streams are all about good vibes, good games, and not taking anything too dead-ass. Just join the crew for some lit matches and a chill sesh. No adjustment, just pog champs and positivity.
That bot is awesome.
I love it so much. Speaking of pog champs and positivity, Burst is available for Dig. The RC not getting called out. You have so much HP on Yo-Yo Master. You're feeling so good. Oh no. That deflect shield.
I respect it. I respect it right there, using that deflect shield and that 5H presser, but the return Yo-Yo closed it out. Yo-Yo Master evening it up. It's 2-2. We're going to Game 5. They heard how much you like Game 5s,
Yeah, very
and they've
true.
been giving it to you as much as they can.
I mean, it was one of those situations, right, where it's like, okay, I have 100% burst gauge. Is it better for me to burst here, or is it better for me to use 2 deflect shields, right? And you try to use the one, you're kind of hedging your bet, because, like, if your first deflect shield works, you still have 50% burst meter left, right? But when it's Bridget is a hard character to deflect shield in a lot of situations, unless you do it just right, especially if she's got meter.
Yeah, multi-hitting normals, being able to cancel into roll. You definitely have to deflect shield against Bridget with intention. But that OS from Dig has been giving them so much mileage in these sets, man.
Nice. Really smart RC from Yo-Yo Master, getting the RC down just to block out that 2H. Man, the 2S, though, connects. RC, we're going wall to wall, coast to coast.
Ooh, that one's going on Twitter. Jesus.
Very
great
nicely
combo.
done.
Oh, my Lord.
If I'm seeing that correctly, is that whipping an air throw to frame kill that JS there?
That was nasty. I would have to go back and look at the clip to fully break that one
Or is that
down,
just her
but
jump
Yo-Yo
cancel
pays it right back with their own string, getting Dig down to half HP, not taking that one lying down, and now we got a lot of meter as well.
Yeah, this could explode into a Dig win so quickly. BRC back. Really smart stuff here. Gonna roll into the corner, but no punish coming in.
Ooh, oh, that's right there. How Dig deflect shielded the return of 214S right there.
Yep.
That's probably what they were going for in the last game.
Yep,
Trying
absolutely.
to time out that deflect shield for the return of 214S. And we
Oh,
just saw it happen.
scary stuff. Jesto into the corner, finds a connection on the 2S and finds an overhead afterwards, bursting out. Even HP for both players.
Oh man, this one's a nail biter. Of course, Dig is up around, but Yo-Yo Master can run away with this potentially. We're getting the reset. I love the Abare from Dig. Cancels into the PRC, but we're going back to neutral after the drop.
2K and a tick throw on Dig's own run-up. We are in final game, final round between two goats of the Bridget character.
Here we go. I like that reset right there from Dig. The run-up 2H is a gnarly counter hit. Definitely wanted the double close slash right there, but we'll take the corner pressure. 2H gets a counter hit on that Roger dive. Man, Dig has been all over those Roger dives with 2H.
Yeah, absolutely. The point blank 2H as well. Though the throw, PRC's out immediately. Deflect shield comes in, you try to PRC it to negate some of the knockback. You find the overhead, and that's just it. Dig takes it with 7 golden letters on the screen.
Dude, that whiff punish from Dig was so awesome to close out that round. The interaction right before the combo to close out the round. That whiff punish was insane. Great stuff, Dig, but also GG's the Yo-Yo Master, who kept that probably one of the closer sets we've seen all night. Of course, we've seen a lot of game 5s, but even in the mirror like that, That was an awesome set to watch.
For sure. Next up, we've got Kensei versus Mark. And then we're going to be getting Django. Excuse me. Got my mic muted just in time. Had a little dad sneeze there. We're going to be getting Django versus Gyarados. I think the whole neighborhood heard that one.
They're going to be knocking on your door for a wellness check. Ain't nothing but a thing.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Here we go. Kensei known for that 2P, pulling it out right off on the
Hey,
start.
Oblivion.
Mark, you're blocking in the corner.
Mark versus Kensei. Oh.
Here we go. That risk fully cranked on Mark's side. Kensei hasn't taken a lick of damage yet,
So
but
well.
once Mark gets one hit, they could possibly run away with it. Because look at the character they're playing. It's ABBA.
A little bit of a Arxis moment happening.
Ain't nothing but a thing. Hopefully it's here just only on the spectator side. It seems like Mark is saying, hey, looks good on my side. Goes into the super and gets the wall break.
Mark could be doing a lot of damage here. ABBA in the install as well. Ooh, I like that advancing frame kill. You should just be dead off of this one. Every ABBA is a threat, and Mark is living up to that title.
Here we go. That's the Kensei 2P, the tried and true coming out. We got Mark over here in the corner, probably looking for some sort of string to go into their Jealous Rage. I respect Kensei for keeping the pressure down on Mark even in the mid screen so that they can't go straight into the Jealous Rage. Has to do so off of counter hit. But Kensei gets this pickup and gets the wall break. Damn, look at that damage. You think this would be Soul Bad Guy, but no, it's Kai.
Yeah, incredible stuff. We were just in the middle of about to be complaining about the ABBA damage in that last round, two-touching. But Kai is bringing a two-touch of his own right away. Gotta be careful, though. You're about to force uninstall.
Here we go. Great combo right there from Mark. Going into the wall break. Oh my god, so much Jealous Rage as well. Kensei probably biting their nails on this one.
Lots of Jealous Gauge and meter to confirm. Does get the anti-air. Says sit back down in the corner. You got to hold this mix for a little while longer. Off the Danzai, you find the pick up there. That is fucked up.
Damn. There we go. Mark able to close that one out after the Danzai comboing into that 5K. Having all that time to be able to run up and get the 5K. That was kind of scary.
Yeah. ABBA goes pretty hard. Every ABBA is indeed a threat, and we are cooking up here with something pretty special. Is it?
I love the
Is that
win quote
me
from Mark.
or the ping is odd? It seemed laggy on my end.
Yeah, it's on my end as well.
It was definitely noticeable. If you guys want to run a connection test, or if you want to maybe have one of you host the room, sometimes that helps. I'll leave it up to y'all. We are here in the top 8.
Change rooms.
Change
That'll
rooms
be
sounds
quick and
good to
easy.
me. We can go ahead and maybe have Kensei host the room so we can, if that's all right with you. Network. Happy Rio known Dig fan. 787000. Here's my fan theory of Kensei's life. Kensei is in flight school right now, and they want to become a commercial plane flyer, and that's why they're a big fan of the Boeing 787. And that's why this is their room code.
I'm like, what are you saying? Where are you going with this?
Seems the same. We can't do much. Hey, we did what we can. If you guys want to run a connection test or you want to just rock, paper, scissors it out or whatever, let me know.
Could just be a region thing as well. Of course, I don't know
North
your
America
exact
is
rules.
huge.
If it's for you know, you guys cover all of NA or
Yeah, we're all of NA, and as many will know, North America is a gigantic place.
you know that's the beauty of the game we play. That's the beauty of net play, right? Able to play with people from all across the world. I have a friend in Israel who I'm able to play with sometimes. Of course, the connection isn't like they're in my room, but the fact that I even have the option to play games with them is so great. And the fact that we're even able to host tournaments like this all across the space is so awesome. It's such a blessing to have rollback netcode, even if it's not perfect, right?
Oh, nice RC making the fireball hit there. Mention a Boeing, maybe hit that. Well, yes, it is a 737 up to 787. I'm a fake plane fan. It's true. I grew up next to a Boeing warehouse.
Here we go, that danger penalty getting applied over to Kensei's side. Of course, we could potentially be at kill percent if we do get one good string, but the Abare from Mark's side is able to close that round out.
Fake plane fan spotted. Meta's here to call my ass out. And yes, Happy Rio, we do got a Sonic drink. We're rocking the Route 44 fake ocean water.
Man, all that damage was off of a cross-up, a counter hit, but a cross-up jump in. Great stuff right there from Mark. Look at the red on Kensei's side, FDing out that jump normal in. Red RC to keep the pressure going. We are getting low in Jealous Rage, but the tick throw closes that one out, and we keep the momentum going. Mark up 2-0.
Mark starting to just run away with it. Connection seemed like it was hopefully feeling a little bit better on that one. But very good stuff. Currently 2-0 in Mark's favor.
And I wonder if it's, being able to tame down that baby ABBA and get the most mileage off of it as possible is kind of the key, right? Because they will get the Jealous Rage at least once per round, and it's about how much damage they're going to deal when they get it. So if you're not getting as much mileage as possible when they're not in Jealous Rage, then it makes that climb back up to win all that much harder. So I'm not necessarily saying that Kensei isn't capitalizing on that Jealous Rage state, but I wonder how they could kind of enforce it more. Of course, we got some online connection stuff going on, but just in general, just trying to think about the matchup a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, if you can't hold ABBA down, like we saw Dig execute this very, very well, right? You hold the ABBA down when they are in the Jealous Rage state so that they are forced to let that meter run out. And while Kai does have some really good pressure, a lot of Kai's pressure is based around strike throw. It's based around like stagger pressure stuff. It really, at the end of the day, if you're going to run like a true string pressure with Kai, you're doing like a, you know, far or close slash far slash 6H dire clod or something like that, right? Like you're not really doing anything that fancy. And ABBA with that 4-frame is going to be ready for you the second you leave one of those gaps.
Good point. Good point. And then when you do get those hits, ABBA's able to get that 4P into the install, confirming it to key grab. Then when you're waking up, you just gotta hold it. You're not gonna be able to DP to that Dawn's Eye. You gotta hold that shimmy pressure that ABBA can represent. You know, we have plus on block specials once we're in our Jealous Rage, so it can feel like you're always losing sometimes, but that's why you kind of have to just win on your own offense. I forgot exactly what set we were talking about earlier. But, it was just two players trading back and forth of, hey, I'm on offense, so I'm winning, know?
Absolutely. Mark is going to run a little connection test for us here real quick, just to make sure that it's no major issues on their end.
Yeah, I mean, both of our players earlier tonight had good connections
Yeah.
with their respective opponents, which makes me think that maybe it's just a region thing with these two specific players. It's just the luck of the draw of where we're at on the
It does.
world right now, or on the
It does
planet.
happen like that sometimes. Sometimes the Arxis servers get a little tired towards the late, get a little eepy towards the later ends of bracket. You know, Arxis can only hold on for so long. They're like, all right, we're gonna we're gonna try our very best here, but we'll be getting into it. Ooh, 12% packet loss is pretty bad, Mark. So if we were gonna be doing a connection test, that would be a Kensei moving on situation. And the 88 ms jitter, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly is going on. It's kind of insane. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if the 88 ms jitter is maybe a misunderstanding of what you're reading on the Cloudflare, because 88 jitter is actually cracked insanely high. Yeah, like Kensei's right. Like 6 ms jitter is like top. So is it actually 88? Because that is cracked high. Yeah, and Mark, I mean, Mark's right. We all saw it. It was fine. You know, it was fine a moment ago, but I don't know, man. We're getting hit with the microwaves right now. You know, the birds aren't real or something like that. Something's going on here.
Check the microwave in your house. I used to play with a person whose microwave was, unironically, their microwave was in between their Wi-Fi router and their computer. So anytime someone cooked something, they would knock their internet out.
I want to say in the early days of cable internet back in like 2010. I want to actually maybe like 2008. We you know, back in my own family home, we used to have our router sitting on top of our printer that was sitting on top of our tower desktop, and you know, we were complaining about our internet. And our guy, and someone on the tech support was like, "Hey, where's your router sitting right now? You should probably take it away from your computer, take it away from your printer." I guess they were a little more sensitive back then, but
so as far as I legit got EMP'd, bro. Well, so as far as right now goes, let me check where we're at in the bracket. If you would like to try, so Mark, if you would like to try to run like a restart on your router or something like that, otherwise with that kind of connection, unfortunately, we'll have to go ahead with the DQ. Regardless, we'll probably have you and Kensei, if you do manage to get your router situation fixed up here in the next 5 minutes or so, we'll probably have you and Kensei run the last of your set off stream so that we can keep the ball rolling here.
oh, that's right. We're in Kensei's room. we have
Yeah, let me 07's in the chat from Mark the Third. Thank you for being a good sport about it. Kensei is going to be taking that with a DQ. Unfortunately, the EMP went crazy.
Yeah, what is that? Is it a 20 kill streak, a 15 kill streak? It's been so long since I played Modern Warfare 2, I can't remember.
Django, gotta fight Naba. It is time. Or a Jacko, rather.
What was the code again, Pariah?
I'm getting it up right now. I actually booted in a tower.
Oh, yeah.
Create your room. Room code is 000117.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Shout out to Pariah Docs hosting Fightsticks and Flashkicks every Thursday. The GOAT of Thursday Night Strive. We appreciate him, everybody. Let's give some 07s in the chat for Pariah for putting on this tournament for you guys tonight.
Absolutely. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. DQ due to connection sucks. Absolutely. And we are in our favorite part of the night. My favorite part of the night. Your favorite part of the night. It is winner stays for the rest of the night. Django and Gyarados. No wait in between these matches moving forward, as whoever wins this match is just going to be king of the hill for the rest of the evening.
And we got some interesting characters coming up. Ignore the fact we got two Bridgets, but Bridget, Jacko, Nago, that's pretty interesting lineup, I gotta say.
Yeah, we will definitely see what this is quarters now.
Gyarados starting strong, trying to fight back out of that corner, but Django spending the burst to keep them there. Oh my god, the turnaround close slash right there from Gyarados, and I love Django right there using the FE to try to keep the blood pop as late as possible, but Gyarados capitalizing on that.
Oh man, RC's through the minions. What a brave call by Django. You're in chip range. That's how it is sometimes.
And if you're Django there, of course you lost the round, but you're not complaining because you took the burst right out of Gyarados' back pocket. So yeah, definitely could have been worse.
Forcing the burst there is definitely huge. Clean little 60% off the top here, by the way. Oh, swung into the minion. I love me some shield Minionoki.
C connects on Django's side. We get a close slash on Gyarados' fuzzy option right there. Blood is getting high, but it doesn't matter when only one hit kills. Good stuff to Django.
And we see some good adaptation coming out from Django there as well. I think that's the first YRC that wasn't immediately followed up by a command grab that we've seen from Django this whole tournament so far. Go BRC forward. Nice. Deflect on the minion shield.
You know, if I can give Django one compliment from all the sets I've been seeing tonight is how well they fight at that 3 blood range.
Oh, yeah.
I've always been on the edge of my seat when they're full screen with that 3 blood, you know, scared for them. But they've been playing around it so well. Of course, right there, Gyarados able to close out that game, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't free. Django, even at high blood, plays neutral pretty well on the Nagoriyuki.
Yeah, well, helicopter action there from Gyarados. Very, very good stuff. Now we're getting into game 2. Gyarados taking the first one.
Now, both of these characters can have pretty committal round start options if they choose so, but great delay block right there from Django, able to get that burst from Gyarados, and we're getting some pressure for it now.
Oh, man. You know, that's a fast round. We take those as Nago players.
Yep, chalk it up to a Nago round, go next, and we'll see what happens in the next one. I like that from Django using 5k post-clone to try to jail in Gyarados. 2S gets a counter hit for us, going for the bite off of Fukio. Oh,
and yet again
on the back shield.
You're so dead.
Man, that was 2 Nago rounds in a row.
That was, I think, like 30 seconds of total gameplay, counting the loading screen. Like, that was a crazy round. Django going up 1-1 now. Ready to run away with it. I mean, listen, if you keep getting hits like that in there, this is gonna be a fast reverse 3-0.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Django right there, you don't really need to think too much about the matchup or the neutral if you're just getting those really sweet hits, getting those sweet counter hits. Great stuff right there from Django. I mean, seems like Frame Trap 2S was kind of an option that was working for us right there, using 5k to try to jail in Gyarados a little bit. And right here, we're getting a counter hit close slash to carry to the corner. Gyarados wants to spend their burst.
Gyarados just kind of experimenting with some of these mash spots, and it is not something you can do against a Nago with confirms like these. Here, fast PRC into the command grab, and now we're just in the blender. But once again, Django does a little bit too cautious to not send the overhead there. Gyarados was just happy to hit the down back that whole time.
Man, Django all of tonight has been so good at weaving in the defensive system mechanics. That's the second YRC we've seen connect in a critical moment in this set alone.
For sure. Ooh, nice connection in the neutral there. Will definitely be where Gyarados can kind of lock things down. Find some healthier interactions for them. The pressure hasn't been working out super well. There we go.
Ooh,
Scary
stagger
situation.
pressure coming out from Gyarados with those 2 Ks, but Django fights back out. Great deflect shield there from Gyarados, but man, that Nagoriyuki pressure is able to keep us in. Are we going to pop? No.
Not quite getting enough back from those normals. And you got to be a special kind of crazy to mash on those shield minions from Jacko. The minions aren't going away, and like 90% of the time, it's basically just a happy chaos clone on your screen. But Django knows there's matchup knowledge. They know when to get those mashes in there, and Gyarados is struggling for it.
Yeah, I wonder if we need to opt for more of a zoning neutral. You know, in that first game, I was complimenting Django for being that high blood, but that was also the game that Gyarados won.
Yep.
So I wonder if it's just a matter of getting that full screen interaction on Django, getting them away from you, and then just zoning them out as well as you can once they get to that high blood.
Absolutely. And it's just a matter of not getting hit or using this burst like we are now. You know, it is an option for sure, but it's not one that you get too often, so you got to be careful about how you're using it. We're Fukioing a lot, but we do get enough far slashes in there. Here we go. Now the blood is high. Oh no, went to pick up the minion and got counter hit for your trouble. I'm just trying to take my boy to preschool. Let me live.
Trying to take the kids to school. Django goes ahead and shows us that they do know the overhead DP. We said they weren't doing it earlier, but now they're doing it now. Going into these bites as well, representing a lot of Nagoriyuki options. But that Abare 2D from Gyarados gets a nice string and gets them out of the corner.
It has been so long since we've seen Gyarados get a good hit here, and off of this BRC punish. No, drops the combo because of the BRC.
The slowdown right there, but able to react to Django's deflect shield means that we're able to punish it just a little bit at least, and is able to back throw that Beyblade. Good punish there from Gyarados.
Ooh, I like that little jump cancel. Pogo pressure. Oh no, drops! Oh, this could be devastating. Not like this.
Yeah, not like this. Please, no, not like
Okay,
this.
okay.
Oh, the run up 6P right there. Good job, Gyarados, for at least taking it one more round. Thank God we did not get robbed right there.
There we go, though. Plus frames on the clone into the command grab. Now we got plenty of blood to work with for a couple seconds at least. This blood gauge is going up fast, though. Gotta be careful.
Uh-oh.
Going right back down. And you're dead, by the way. And just in case you were watching the blood gauge instead of watching your health bar, that's the resource you should have cared about.
You know, we were saying earlier, it doesn't matter when it's 0, but hate to break it to you.
Yep.
It's 0 now.
And now Kensei is going to be stepping up to the plate here for our loser semis. Oh, I got quarters and semis back. One of these days, you would think that I have been doing this for 2 years. One of these days, I'll remember which loser round is which. It's never going to happen realistically, but maybe I'm getting there. We'll see.
Yeah, no, just last week, what game we were supposed to stream first? We were supposed to stream our we were going into losers quarters, supposed to stream both our loser quarter games before we went back up to winners, and accidentally did the exact opposite, had winners finals run really early, so we ended up having Danny sitting in grand finals for what felt like that poor man probably sitting there for like 30, 35, 40 minutes.
Yep. I think that's the best I've ever played in that matchup. I'm usually really bad into Jacko. Well, you killed it, and now you got good MS. Sigh of relief. There we go. Now we got
Kensei wiping the sweat off their brow. They're like, whew, I can actually 2P confirm in the RTL now.
Very true. Nice. Tries to find that 2P punish on the Beyblade. Because they're living up to their title as the 2P enjoyer for sure. Here we go. Dashing Fuja Arc. Always remember to get your little micro dash on those Fuja Arcs, Kai players. Go, playing a little bit of a zoning game. Kai definitely can't really win off of a zoning game super effectively, but does have some really good options, you know. The Kai fireballs, they're solid.
Yeah, and also when you're doing those full screen aerial stun edges, or just stun edge in general, right, you're forcing your opponent to play in a different way because they need to get through those projectiles in order to start hitting you. And then maybe that's advantageous to you. If you're playing against a more impatient opponent, maybe you're able to capitalize on that.
Hey, we heard Kensei say earlier they're more consistent throwing White Wild Assault than Blue Wild Assault. We got to see it play out right away. A little bit of a shimmy, but Django is locked in. The Disney Fast Pass, though, works for all ages. Getting that
There
hard
we
knock
go.
down.
You only need to be this tall to ride. Kensei carrying Django over past the wall break. Spending that deflect shield, though. Django loves using those defensive mechanics, but Future Arc Red RC means we're taking this game. Kensei going up 1-0.
Future Arc beating out 2S there is kind of tragic. I know I'm notorious for complaining when a move like 2S anti-airs, but if a move like 2S was ever going to anti-air, that should have been the situation. For sure.
Rare moment where we're rooting for the Nago.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Go, nice tick throw here off of the 5Ks. Gotta protect those toes for sure. Man, look at that RC. I like that that fast RC had just a little bit of downdrift on it, so it looked like they were gonna go for a low mix.
YRC connects from Django's side. Got some slash normals coming out, but I don't think there's been a normal that Kensei hasn't FD'd in this round so far. 5D is going to be the mix. We were high blood too on Django's side, so it was looking kind of rough, I'm not going to lie. Kensei went ahead and put him out of their misery.
Good stuff for Kensei so far. Making quick work of it, but speaking of quick work, we've seen Django run away with plenty of games so far.
Able to cancel into that super. We're going to get the hard knockdown rolling in that positive bonus, but Kensei is about to get burst in only a millisecond now. Django possibly going to get that white wild assault. Haven't seen it represented too much, but when it was, Kensei was getting the back throws on it, so we'll have to see how Kensei acts on defense, but of course, 5D connects and we're able to rob that burst out of their pocket.
Yep. Anti-air clone says sit back down in the corner, and we got some mix to apply. Some messy guessies coming in. Django tying us up one stock each. Goes for the overhead this time. See how they deal with having the high blood.
Man, these FDs on Kensei's side is making this Nago pressure actually look fair, right? 6P whiffs, we're able to get in on that jump normal. The very last active frames of the flex shield end up paying off, but Kensei gets the next straight hit, and we try to get a wall break for it.
The stun dipper catching the startup of Beyblade is a beautiful thing to see. It's like a double rainbow. Two very hated moves. A little red RC up the full screen run up throw. Kensei channeling some of their Tower Kai.
Hey, you got to do it, man. You got to see if people are awake.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
it's you know, sometimes bringing those online strats to the offline isn't the move, but guess what? We're still online right now.
You know, there's one of my one of my gamers from the beginner server, the Brack About Nothing server, gave me some advice when I was first starting out, and it was saying they said it kind of offhandedly. They said, you know, if you're having trouble in neutral or something, try doing something unreactable like run up throw. And I was like, what do you mean? Run up throw's got to be the most like reactable thing that you can do. But when you really think about it, by the time you've done the run up, at that point it is just completely unreactable. You're going for a throw, you're going for a strike. There's just no way of actually like accurately reacting in that situation. So if you let them run up, you're in a guess. Oh my god, that's a lot of
nice. Oh yeah, right there. That shimmy was looking kind of crazy right there. Django doing double of those Fukios back and forth. Has a 100-meter that canceled the super into bite. Closes this one out, possibly. No, doesn't get the
blocking.
But we got the mix.
Oh, that's tragic. I think might have ran out of meter. That might have been chip damage, actually.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
Hello, Kirby-O. There we go. Fujar confirmed. Immediately bursting on the wild assault, understandably so.
Here we go. Dire Clap PRC to keep the pressure going, but it has to end somewhere, and Django decides to check with that 5P. Gets Kensei all the way over here to the other side of the screen, trying to open up with that 6K.
Calling out the extra meaty close slash with a backdash. No big bodies here. With some honest Kai backdash pressure. Ooh, we're jumping. The patience Django has right now. Oh no, you're dead. You're not dead.
Ooh.
Oh, again, the 2S gets beaten out by the Fudra arc there. Really good stuff from Kai. It's one of those situations where you need to be getting a 6P or a 5K or something to get that call out, but now Kensei is potentially on match point. Can't believe that fight didn't hit.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the second whiff fight I think we've had in this game alone. Django using that deflect shield to try to keep some of the pressure tame a little bit, but Kensei gets a counter hit on the approach, and we get the wall break for it.
One last chance for Django. Plenty of meter for Kensei. YRC comes in. You just find a 6H there? Are you kidding me?
Damn.
Me, after I block YRC from Nago, I'm just going to hit 6H, I think. This seems like a correct decision for me. We've got Kensei cooking it up here, sending Django home. But a great run from Django tonight. Me when I hit 6H. Good stuff. That's going to be a 3-0. And Kensei is moving on to face off against Yo-Yo Master.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Kensei actually lost to Yo-Yo Master earlier in the bracket. Yo-Yo won 3-1. So this is going to be a run back set, possibly a double Luigi if Yo-Yo is able to close it out. But we'll see if Kensei made any adaptations from that set earlier. And now that they're warm after beating Django right there, perhaps that's a little bit of a buff on their side.
Django, I had the exact same reaction. It was like, that was the craziest option I could have thought of. I mean, I guess Kensei had 100 meters, so the risk wasn't actually that high, but like...
Hey, shoutouts to Django, GG's. What an awesome run that they've had tonight in Fightsticks and Flashkicks.
Absolutely.
Man, representing those defensive options with their system mechanics, but when they get those stray hits, they're killing you, man. And sitting really high on that blood and not getting punished too hard in neutral for it. In fact, benefiting off of those far-reaching high blood normals. I think Django played super well tonight, and I wouldn't be upset at that run.
Listen, Kensei has been in charge of killing all of my unseeded players this week. I was a little bit behind. I got a little lazy on seeding. And Kensei's here to make sure that that all the unseeded players get sent home.
Kensei is the Roomba for all the unseeded players.
Yeah.
Slowly driving around the bracket, picking up the dust, if they can help so.
Stopped by a card store on the way home, so my pre-bracket nap got delayed. Yo-Yo Master up now, and then Dig fights the winner. Room code is 000117. I thought I saw Yo-Yo Master join the room earlier. Usually you're at your local. Tonight something came up, so he was home. Heck yeah. CFL represent. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, we try our best. You can't dodge all the locals, unluckily. Here in DFW area, we have a local on Wednesday and Friday, so Thursday was just kind of the natural pick for us. Because I used to be under the delusion that I'd be able to attend my locals frequently, and I'm too old for that shit. I'm too old and tired. After I get off work, I just want a nap.
Yeah, we here in the DMV area, shout out DMV, we got a nice local called Xanadu, where we have some representation. If you know MacMen's, the Anji player, home of MacMen, shout out to him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, unfortunately, that local is like an hour and 15 minutes from me, and then I got another one that's south of me that's also an hour and 15 minutes. So
I'm too old and grumpy.
Even though I can make it in theory, it's like, damn, am I really going to drive 2 hours tonight to go 0-2 against MacMen's? I don't know.
Understandable. I mean, here in this area, like, everything is at least 45 minutes away, at least for us where we're at. And so it's like we're like right in between both of the locals. They're both like 45, 50-minute drives away, depending on the traffic. So it's like, whatever. I work 45 minutes away, so local's like 70 minutes away, but we go out weekly for one of them. Nice. Love to try to get to Xanadu, but it's like 45 minutes away. It starts when I get off work. Yeah.
Xanadu pretty crazy though, an awesome venue. Have a lot of awesome fighting games over there. Shout out Xanadu Laurel Park. Yeah, pretty big for Smash as well. You know, not just 2D games. Huge for Smash. If I don't know how to pronounce their name, I apologize. Is it Grimnir? Grimmer, the real big Smash TO guy
Okay.
from the region DMV.
Heck yeah. We will be hopefully getting Yo-Yo Master on in here. Do-do-do-do. I'm the perennial 5th/7th gatekeeper after losing some combo of Luca, Anima, Creator, Scambolini, yeah, Zin, yep. Random top player jump scare. That's a scary ass region to be in for sure. I love some Creator. I actually met Creator before I knew who Creator was. We met them at the airport on the way to Combo Break, or on the way to Evo, the very first Evo that we went to. And Creator was talking about dropping Geo for Testament, and imagine if they did.
Oh my god.
That was in the middle of like the Geo Doom before all the buffs came out and stuff, and we got to play some casuals in the airport. It was a long time ago, okay?
Man, imagine getting that on camera. Having them say, oh man, I guess I gotta swap to a mid-tier. I guess I'm gonna swap to Testament.
This is sacred lore I've never heard. This is like 5 p.m. in the Dallas airport lore. We just had a random setup and Creator pulled up and was just like, hey, I'm Creator. Like, we're new to fighting games. We don't know who you are. What's up, buddy?
That's awesome. What an awesome interaction. Find a random player like that. When I was at CEO Taku, of course I was in the venue, so more likely to find top players. When I was in CEO Taku, I didn't know who Lucian was. They were going by their old tag back then.
Yeah.
And what was it? Squidge Luke. Anyways, yeah, I was like, hey, can I sit down and play some? I'm sorry, they came up to me. Hey, can I play some friendlies with you? I'm like, yeah, sure, let's play some friendlies. Let's warm up. And they just dome my ass. They were destroying me. And in the middle of like them doing a combo, someone comes up, hey, I know you. What's going on? They're dapping up in the middle of him just gunshotting me, going into Deus Ex Machina, breaking the wall. I'm like, man, I'm getting beaten one-handed right now, not knowing who I was playing against. One of the Happy Chaos goats at the time.
Yeah. I had, when we were at Combo Breaker most recently, I had the privilege of Creator's little brother was my round 1 opponent, and I got to take the dub, which I was pretty hyped about. They were very, very scary Ram player. We both had a lot of, I got to play Darian at Combo Breaker. It was a blast. My goat. Yeah, it was really, really fun. We went to like game 5, Testament versus Ram. It was great.
How do you feel about that matchup, Pariah, while we got some downtime? That's a pretty doomer matchup for Testament, isn't
it? Like the matchup unless the Ram is good at the video game, in which case it's a doomer matchup.
Sure.
He almost made the losers run out of pools. Yeah, it was really close. I think that if I had beaten Lil Hot Dog, who's one of my friends, if I had beaten Little Hot Dog, I would have fought Darian again to get out of pools, I think is how that went.
Tensorial, that's the Eno player, right?
I believe so. Let's start a timer here for Yo-Yo. There's Yo-Yo. All I had to do was thread the timer.
Yeah, it's always the moment that you're like, oh, I guess we gotta wrap it up. I guess we gotta make the decision. That's when they're like, wait, I'm here, wait.
Hot Dog do be doing some mix. I'll have to dig through. We recorded the set, but Hot Dog at some point did, and I was in the corner as Testament, right? Run through this scenario in your mind. I'm in the corner as Testament. They're running a block string, and then they end their block string with Artemis. I see the gap, and I reversal super as Testament. Who do you think wins that interaction?
Well, because you're telling the story, Pariah, I don't think it went too good for you.
You probably think, like, worst case scenario, like, the Calamity one whiffs, and then Milia gets, like, a punish or something, right? No. The Artemis hit me out of my Calamity one. I'm still salty about it. I would have lost anyway. But right now, speaking of not losers, we've got Yo-Yo Master and Kensei ready to cook it up here for us.
Yeah, and you've already seen, we were giving Yo-Yo Master some compliments for their, their aggressive play style, but so far Yo-Yo's been actually kind of like pretty fundies, pretty neutral based. A lot of walk forward, walk back, trying to 6P some of the preemptive buttons from Kensei here. Of course, Kensei's winning in this interaction with the hard knockdown, but it's been a good game so far.
Ooh, nice. Just a little stun dipper underneath the yo-yo toss. Good aggression coming in from Kensei.
I like that from Yo-Yo Master, walking up on that round start, representing that FD right there against Kensei's pressure, but a few whiffs right there means that we're just going back to neutral here. A little bit scrambly, but great 5H punish into the 2S pickup. We're going to get a wall break. Oh, a little late on the 6H.
Cool.
There we go. That was definitely going to be a wall break if we were able to bring it just a little bit farther. So wise burst right there from Kensei if they're confident to take this round. The Abare 2P that we've been complimenting Kensei for comes out. And now we got Yo-Yo in the corner.
Lots of whip. Yo-Yo Master is using this FD to its absolute fullest, getting Kensei to whiff a lot on these strings. Red RC, we got mix. It's a throw. Nicely done. Yo-Yo Master finally gets that timing locked in for that throw.
There we go. We take those going to the last round of game 1 here in Losers Finals. Yo-Yo trying to take out Kensei once again. This would be their second time so far in the bracket. So we got to see what adaptations Kensei could possibly be making. But counter hit confirming 5H into Wild Assault means Yo-Yo gets an awesome combo. Even Kara cancels into the H Super, the Return of the Killing Machine. Great stuff.
No Future Art, cross up, PRC. Honestly, Kai doing the jump up FD looks so much like his DP.
Actually, yeah, good point, actually, yeah, because of all the big blue circle.
Here we go. Nice confirm here for Yo-Yo Master. Is going to be able to take it, roll the credits. First blood going over for the Yo-Yo Master.
There's a universe, Pariah, where in tonight's tournament, you get 3 Bridget mirrors.
That is true. And 2 of them would be in finals and grand finals. A true test of the best here to prove who is the greatest Bridget, or if Kensei can overcome all odds in order to take the win here.
This honest Shoto player trying to beat the Pixies if they can help it.
Poor Kensei has not had an easy run through FNF in so many weeks. Every week, Kensei comes into the chat and is just like, bro, why do I gotta fight this in top 8? Like, why is this elf out here, dude? Like, why are there 3 Milias in top 8? Like, what's going on? I just want to play some honest Guilty Gear.
Kensei's like, bro, why is there a Rashid in the top 8 right now? Why am I playing against the Zangief? It's not even the same game.
Exactly. Kensei keeps scrapping in top 8. Here we go. Dragon install moment. Getting that hard knockdown. Yo-Yo Master with burst and 100 meter. Oh, that's mix. Waiter, I'd like some plus frames, please. No, tried to find an air-to-air option, but unfortunately a little too slow. Dragon install into lose stays true for another week.
As true as the sun setting. 6P counter hit coming out from Yo-Yo right there, getting Kensei over here into the corner, but we're able to fight back out with that well-angled stun edge into stun dipper.
2S, the far slash does connect. You know, and if DM Danny's recent games have anything to say, Bridget might just be a better Kai.
Yeah, actually, man.
The far slash just a little bit longer. The confirms usually get you about the same level of consistency. Here we go. Red RC through the wall. Not dead.
Ooh, definitely close, though. Yo-Yo only needs one more hit. We're also at chip percent as well, so we would have had to FD every special at that point. But, of course, the throw takes it. Yo-Yo up 2-0.
Okay, I do not think she's a better Kai.
Dick said, hold on. Dick hasn't typed in a minute, but Dick said, hold on. What did I just hear?
Listen, I think that this is a fun take, and that's why I'm going to hold on to it.
Dig, that's why we're in the commentator chairs and you're in grand finals, okay?
Yeah, we have the authority here, Dig. Is what Jeek is definitely saying.
I was actually saying the opposite, but we can roll it that way. We can roll it that way.
No, she's better Milia though. Okay, might be able to give you. And I don't know. No, because my other take is that Milia is top 1, and the Milia players are just sandbagging.
Really? Is that a real take?
Yeah, Milia's top 1. It's fine. The character does too much. Have you seen the fucking 2P OTG mix-up stuff? I can't block it. Even see, Dig agrees on this one. Milia's broken now.
Alright, here we go. Good stuff from Kensei. Red RC confirming right there. Yo-Yo wanting to spend their burst to keep this game in their favor. 5D is going to be the mix. We confirm with this Red RC going for a basic combo off of here. Definitely one of the wall splat there. Oh, actually, maybe that was a combo that I didn't realize. Bridget having options for some reverse break combos. We'll take that wall break regardless of how scrambly it was.
Absolutely. Has plenty of meter to work with here as well. Kensei's just trying to find any space, but Yo-Yo Master is refusing to give it up. Potentially match point here for Kensei.
Here we go. Yo-Yo Master trying to make up for the fact that they got into the room a little late by speeding up the set as fast as possible. But Kensei heard us right there, said, hey, I'm not going to take this one lying down. We're going to get Yo-Yo over here in the corner.
Stun Dipper. Deflect Shield. Really good spot to use Deflect Shield there. Gonna be getting a good chunk of knockback. Trying to find a cheeky 2S under the fireballs. Not gonna connect this time. I mean, Yo-Yo Master just putting buttons out and waiting for Kensei to walk into them at this point is definitely a viable strategy, especially at the ranges that we're playing at.
Man, that counter hit 5H, though, is going to be pretty gnarly. Confirming to the red RC as well. Yo-Yo's going to carry Kensei over to the other side of the screen. I love the JD to extend that combo. We go for the reset and throw the DP. One more hit takes it.
No, the throw comes in. The wake-up fireball had to have been a DP input. But unfortunately, Yo-Yo Master taking it. We are locked in for the Bridget mirror. The brisket versus the bucket.
Pariah, there's a universe where Yo-Yo wins this first set in the grand finals, resets the bracket, and then there's technically 4 Bridget mirror sets.
3 of them in top 8. We've got Dig, the GOAT, versus Yo-Yo Master, the other GOAT. We'll see which one of these players gets to come out on top this week for Fightsticks and Flashkicks, our unofficial 2-year anniversary.
Ooh, Dig actually starting off with a little bit of a secondary here. Oh my gosh, it must have been the what do you call it? The gentleman's agreement.
Ooh.
Both of our players here saying, hey, let's make it a little interesting, at least for this first game.
You gotta love, if you're dodging the mirror, both players swapping characters, and neither of them like cheesing it out and like swapping back to Bridget or something like that, you know? Both of them committing to the character swap here. But Bolivian's like, I'm so glad I opened Twitch tonight. This warms my heart, my 2 favorite Bridget players, as they lock in Soul Bad Guy and Slayer. Oh, I'm so sorry, Oblivion.
Okay, well, here we go. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first Slayer we've seen tonight. Definitely a change of pace. I'll speak for myself. I've been seeing a decent number of Slayers in the online brackets as of late. So to get this far in and see one, especially only on the secondary, is quite a mystery.
Oh, nice. Well, 5P check. Fishing for those 2 H's, but Dig is waiting it out currently.
Ooh, the 5H counter hit right there from Dig, and we got to confirm off that too. I love using the revolver to get close enough to get the wall slump. Definitely wanted to break the wall with the 5D, but Yo-Yo able to get out.
Yeah, I think was trying to go for a wild assault there, but maybe didn't have enough burst.
You're totally right.
Go, tap dust. Trying to maximize that damage a little bit. You're in 1 hit interaction. Does this actually catch the bringer? No, it's just a little too slow. PRC air throw. This could get everything started for Yo-Yo Master. Just a 5K. I mean, listen, Slayer does a ton of damage and will absolutely blow you out. Soul also does a ton of damage, but the big difference that will be the difference maker in this matchup is Soul's defensive options. The DPs and the 2Ks and the 5Ks are so effective against a lot of Slayer's pressure options.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming Soul is, you know, I don't know how well practiced of a secondary it is for Dig, but, you know, all you got to do is press that 5K, man, and you can probably check Yo-Yo Master if they're not keeping their pressure true enough.
Ooh, backdash of the close slash. Slayer can technically backdash any close slash in the game if you get the timing right. But look at this. OTG there. Gotta find one more hit here for Dig to take round one. The burst comes back just in time.
There we go, trying to catch with that 2D post burst right there, but weaving in that Volcanic Viper. Dig is able to take the first game, even on the secondary. Good stuff.
Absolutely. Really, really good stuff. Standing up against the tide of the Slayer gamers. It is always a good time to see a little bit of the character that I'm trying to learn in the process. Right now, Dig, though, is up 1-0. This is, I mean, it's a scary situation, right? Both characters just do a ton of damage. Slayer's got some really interesting offensive options as well. Definitely seems like Yo-Yo Master is opting for the flashier playstyle. Just fishing for these 2Hs a lot on the pressure strings.
Yeah. And mad respect to Yo-Yo, by the way, for staying on the Slayer even after the loss. It must have been some sort of handshake before the set.
Very nice. Nice little confirm off the 5K there. Through the wall. Decent chunk of damage. Not a real safe jump, by the way. Only works on Kai Kisuke. Oh, the JK Clash. Didn't quite find the confirm. Has so much meter to work with here, though. Yep, -2 on that. Gonna give Dig an opportunity to get out. And Dig is just so locked in on this defense. Goes for the close slash and a 2P. Seals the deal.
Yeah, great Abare right there from Yo-Yo Master. Great defense using our defensive system mechanics as well. Able to keep their calm and close out that round.
Another little fun fact. I'm not sure if it's like a hit stun thing, or if it's a block stun, or if it's because the move is so negative. But Pile Bunker, actually, if you red RC it, is a frame trap. So don't catch yourself mashing on Pile Bunker red RC. It's one of my favorite little funny options on Slayer.
Just something a little funny treat.
A little goofy guy. Oh, good damage coming into the corner here for Dig. Oh, 2S starter though.
Yeah, Dig was respecting that wake up super potentially from Yo-Yo Master, but instead we just get the 2S instead. We're on a pixel on both sides, but we're able to get that cross up Pile Bunker red RC. Dig bursting just in time. 5D is the mix, and we're able to stay in that game even on a pixel.
Yeah, very nicely done. A chip and a chair is all you need, especially if you are the Dig. We get Bandit Revolver into the corner. It's strike rotation time. The 5P and the 2K frame kill for the meaty, you gotta love to see that. I love elaborate frame kills.
Okay, here we go. A lot of far slashes coming out from both of our players here. Of course, these are characters of some of the most notable far slashes in the game. Yo-Yo confirming off of that counter hit right there is going to get a wall break for it.
Yep. Not seeing any of the Pile Bunker loops come through yet, but we still have plenty of time to see it happen. Burst is available here for Yo-Yo. Does come out. Ooh,
that was ballsy right there, throwing the startup of that Bandit Bringer. Good stuff, Yo-Yo Master, but Dig gets a straight hit, and they have 50 tension to go into red RC, so that means it's going to be their game, up 2-0 on the winner side.
Yep. And now we get to see if Yo-Yo Master is going to be swapping off or locking themselves into Slayer for the rest of the set. For those unfamiliar with the rules and standard tournament proceedings, we only allow character swaps on a loss. Gonna be sticking it out with Slayer, okay.
Yeah, mad respect to that to our players right here. They heard the Twitch chat. They heard your gripes and groans about the Bridget mirrors. They didn't hear me asking for it, but here we are with the Soul Slayer.
Yeah, poor Jeek and poor Oblivion. Deathbringer does find a connection here. Dig bursting nice and early. Good DP. Basically always DP in that gap. Oh, does try to get a 5K and gets hit out for it. DP comes in.
Ooh, nice backdash right there on the jump in from Dig. Yo-Yo Master able to capitalize on that. We got these plus and blocks. Last one was coming out. 2H whiffs, but Dig respecting that Slayer pressure is getting punished right here for it. Yo-Yo
Nice
with the super to confirm the round.
Nice little confirm for Yo-Yo Master. Getting onto the board here. We're looking to potentially get this reverse sweep started.
2K2D for that hard knockdown. Counter hit close slash looking kind of good right now. We got Dig over here on this side of the screen, but the trade hit means that Yo-Yo's far slash is going to confirm first. Dig spends first.
Nicely done. Does find the 2D. Dig has a mountain of HP to climb. Finds a confirm off of the low counter hit there. Yo-Yo Master on the board officially now 1-2.
Okay, now how BM would it be if Dig went Bridget right now? Is there a universe?
There is definitely a universe where Dig just locks in Bridget. 100%. No, thinking about it.
Dig probably said, I did it twice already. I can do it a third
It's
time.
happening.
No,
It's happening. Yeah.
Hey, mad respect. Hey, we each share the same character select screen. Yo-Yo, if you didn't swap, that's on you, friend. I'm going to go ahead and
had
go
to give
back
it
to
up
the
for
main here.
Oblivion. I mean, listen, if you're swapping to a character specifically for the mirror because you don't want to play the mirror, then you should be ready for the Bridget pick to come out. Because this is hypothetically what the Slayer pick is here to counter.
Oh, you know what? Good point. You know, maybe I was overthinking it. I was calling it a gentleman's agreement, but maybe it was perhaps our players actually being tactical and wanting to win the set.
Well, because, you know, going off of the last set that they played, Yo-Yo Master is under the assumption that they lose the Bridget mirror. This is very similar to Dig's mind games they played against Mike Saftig. So they know they lose the Bridget mirror, so they have to play the secondary and they have to keep it locked in until they force Dig onto the Bridget so that they can win against the Bridget. Which we just saw.
And here we go. I like that whiff punish right there from Dig with the 5H. We're keeping Yo-Yo jailed here quite a bit. I think this is actually a nice interaction right here for Dig, able to stay on top of Yo-Yo Master even with the flex shield, but we get a straight hit, we get a pickup, pile bunker, always wall splats. Look at the damage.
Oh, there we go. Another air throw coming in. Yo-Yo Master's looking really confident on this Slayer all of a sudden. No mix this time. The Yo-Yos are going to catch. The Scooter, rather.
Ooh, goes for that reset. That means JD is going to connect. Able to take that burst away from Yo-Yo Master as well, but they'll be able to build it up in just a second, possibly.
Deflect shield after all of that double YRC into deflect shield. But unfortunately, that deflect shield may spell doom for you here. I think you're dead. You're so alive.
Ooh. If only we were a little bit closer, we would have gotten the wall splat, but we're not complaining because that 5D that tapped us was still able to connect, and we're going to the last round.
Absolutely. Nice. The IBs are coming in. IBs maybe a little bit more relevant for the Slayer here. That spacing is oh so important. Every single pixel on the screen counts. The far slash gets beaten out.
Ooh. That was actually kind of crazy that the far slash got beaten out by Bridget's 5H right there. Dig with 100 meter once to spend it somehow. The recovery frames of Yo-Yo landing is called out.
Oh, the 2S connects. We get the wall splat. It's positive bonus time. The Roger Super putting you through the wall. Here we go. Bursting out. Backdash got caught. Counter hit. Didn't quite get the follow-up on the 5K. Oh, it's Mix! Are you dead?
That was
no,
tricky.
GG. You have chip, though, potentially. There it is. The run-up to H, and Dig shows us how it's done. A little bit shaky there for a moment, but Dig locks in and pulls it back and is your champion for Fightsticks and Flashkicks number 76.
Damn, that was quite a slugger, man. We definitely had a lot of sets, especially in the middle of the bracket tonight, that got really scrambly. And definitely, I hope the chat and the spectators had a good time watching those scrambly games. It can be really fun to watch. And of course, we had some character specialists on tonight as well, all across the bracket. So I think everyone played super well. We definitely got to see an interesting cast of characters, people swapping to different secondaries as well, depending on the matchups.
Oh.
It's been a good Thursday night, I gotta say, Pariah.
Absolutely. It's been a good one for sure. It has been a treat to be here with you all. It's been a treat to be here with you, Jeek. And hopefully all of you have a fantastic evening. I don't have many OEG shout outs for you. We're off next week for Aegis. It's an off week Evo. I'm going to be probably doing some Evo restream stuff next weekend if I can. I'm not super sure what plans the homies got cooking. We will probably be doing some like One Piece streams coming up. I'm going to be getting back into some Guilty Gear Strive. Check us out on Monday for our Grand Blue tournament that I'm still in the process of doing some rebranding work on. That's pretty much it for me on the OEG side of things. You got anything going on lately, G?
Yeah, if you don't mind me out shouting out, I'll just say, check out the Geekly Friday nights. Every Friday, it's a weekly tournament, Guilty Gear Strive at 7 p.m. EST, minimum $50 prize pool, free to enter across the whole continental U.S. So go ahead and check it out on start.gg/the Geekly. If you got any questions, come check out our Discord or anything like that, and I'll answer any of your questions. Hopefully we see you guys tomorrow night. We're running our last Geekly before the Evo. So hope to see you there. And Pariah, thank you for having me. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been an absolute blast. And thank you all. Like I say, every week, we couldn't do it without you here, watching the stream, supporting the bracket, playing in the bracket, giving us some good-ass Guilty Gear to watch. And hopefully we catch you all next week. Hashtag it's Geekly time. Hashtag it's FNF time. We get some good stuff coming for you in the coming weeks. We'll catch you all around.